Hail, mortals! Name's Hayton, God of Hindsight. I'm here to provide you with a super rad recap on the up-and-coming Pantheon that's been the talk of the town. Hope you enjoy it! Last time on Part-Time Gods, Noel, the goddess of birds, Andrew, the god of awards, and Will, the god of wireless communication, began the process of forming a new Pantheon together. They met with their mutual friend Elise, the goddess of commerce, who helped walk them through the steps. After concluding their business, they stumbled upon some goblin pucks causing mischief on the beach. Noel ate one of the pucks, and a fight broke out. Strangely, none of the nearby mortals seemed to notice. Things escalated when a minotaur crashed onto the scene to capture Elise. The deities fought bravely, but at the verge of their triumph, a mysterious old man approached. He wielded incredible power that left the gods weak and powerless. The man instructed the pucks and minotaur to kill Elise, and they complied. Then the mysterious god did the unspeakable and consumed Elise's divine spark before vanishing with all of his minions. Once he was gone, the three gods regained their strength, and the mortals panicked as they became suddenly aware of Elise's dead body. The goddess who called herself Alma drove up and urged the gods to get in the car. As she took them away from the scene, they learned that the mysterious man's called the Goblin King, and that they are all in grave danger. Say your prayers, mortals. More Part-Time Gods starts now. All right. Good evening, fellow geeks. Welcome to our second episode of our Part-Time Gods playthrough. Hope you guys caught us last week. If you guys did not, we do have the episode up on YouTube. We're having a little bit of internet hiccups and some network issues, so it was a little choppy last week, but the YouTube video is not. So if you guys want to watch it issue-free, you can go check that out. But glad to see you all back here again. Before we get started, first off, we have Nathan out this week. He is currently out on some vacation business, so we'll miss him this week. But we've got our awesome Emily joining us tonight to fill in his stead. So let's talk about the other players we have with us tonight. We'll start with you, Tori. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, and you can tell us about your character this week.
Okay, I'm Tori. I'm part of the Level 1 Geek team. I am playing Noel Audubon, who is named after two different bird scientists, bird experts. The word has escaped me suddenly. Ornithologist, thank you. My partner is right over there, and he's the real bird expert in our house. And he's like, it's an ornithologist. Anyway, and she is she's the goddess of birds, and I don't know, she's just a regular old ray of sunshine. Not really. She kind of hates people. She would prefer to hang out in nature with birds, not really talk to people, but you know, she does have to exist in the world of humans. And so here we are. And that's a bit about Noah. Oh, also she is endlessly hungry and willing to eat almost anything, as we saw last week. Spoiler if anyone is coming for the first time.
Intriguing to go check it out, right? Awesome. Always glad to have you here, Tori. Let's go with Bill next. Bill, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Tell us about your character.
My name is Bill. Hello, I'm a podcaster. I make a show called Escape This Podcast. If you like escape rooms, I make a show called Solve This Murder if you like murder mysteries. And I'm playing the character who is the god of German driving called Joel Autobahn. it's a joke for all my Autobahn fans out there. No, I'm playing Andrew Stewart, who is the god of awards, tangentially sort of god of competition, but he's a god of awards explicitly, and he's also a firefighter in wherever we are in California, and that's it. That's everything. I'm done. Andrew Stewart, cool guy, very nice. He likes being with people and hates birds.
Wow, that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I'm excited. Awesome. Pleasure as always, Bill. All right, Em, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? And we haven't met your character yet, but tell us a little bit about your character you made.
Okay. Yes, my name is Em. I hang around here on the Level 1 Geek channel and am dabbling in making games on the side, which is why I'm not a main in this. I'll give you guys more info on that some other time. But I am playing a very cool character named Crystal Barnes. She is the patron god of customer service representatives and is just the manager that you can go to when you need support.
Fantastic. Excited to play with you this week. Going to be super fun. And yeah, I am Chase. I am the game master for this campaign, so I will be playing the environment and the NPCs. Excited to do so. I also want to give a special thank you to our other Level 1 Geek team member, Katie. She's in the background. She's chatting with you guys in the chat. She's pushing the buttons. She's making this overlay operate with your chat interactions. So thank you to Katie. We appreciate you. Speaking of chat interactions, we guys have some ways for you guys to interact with the stream. I explained them last week, so I'm not going to explain them in detail again. But if you guys want to see how they work, you guys can gift the players some risky or non-risky bonus dice. Those are Pantheon and Curse dice. You can use the command !Pantheon or !Curse to cursed ed at the end to take a look at how those work. Or if you guys want to go above and beyond and become worshippers of these awesome gods and goddesses, you can do that as well if you want to subscribe on Patreon, or if you guys want to give subscriptions, subscribe yourself, or give bits, you can do that. And if you want to see how worshippers work, you can use the command !Worshippers. And speaking of our worshippers, we're going to go ahead, we're going to give some shout outs to those who worshipped last week. And also, Real Life Unicorn, if you guys want to tie this in, Real Life Unicorn has another worshiper to give this week. He wants everybody to make a case for it. So let's go ahead. We'll go around the table as we see it on the overlay here. Ori, why don't you go ahead and tell us about Noel's worshippers and give your shout outs.
Yeah, so Noelle, as you might expect, is an avid birder herself, a bird watcher. And so she is part of an online birding community where, you know, people will chat in and report like cool and rare birds they might have seen and where and give tips and everything. And so she's a pretty active part of this forum. That particular forum has actually really grown a lot since she's joined because she's kind of a minor celebrity, and so quite a few
god
people...
of birds.
Well, but they don't know that. But yes, she's a valuable part of this community. She knows where all of the rare birds are. She's definitely top ranked as far as you know, on the birding leaderboard. But she's really been a big boon to this community, and so that's where she interacts with a lot of her quote unquote worshippers. And that comes mostly in the form of people like kind of throwing out like a rare bird that they really want to find and like, man, I've been looking for this bird. And Noelle is extremely helpful when it comes to those kinds of requests. So Justin Kapow, Wombat Fuzz, and Always a Wolf. I'm just using those as your actual screen names on this birding forum. Welcome to my birding community, you three. Thank you for your patronage. All of the birding energy fuels Noelle and really helps her get going every morning. And I bless each of you to see a rare, beautiful bird perch outside your window for a peaceful moment in time. And Fantastic. They look at you and flit away. You have that precious moment of you and nature to just really ground you and bring you back to your place in the cosmos. How's that?
Beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. Any elevator pitch for getting the RLU blessing?
Don't deserve it. I wouldn't even give one.
Well, I mean, RLU, if you want to join the forum, by all means, it's never too late to become a birder.
I also had no idea there was a bird leaderboard. It's amazing.
I'm not even making that up. There are actual rankings. That's a real thing. So
that's awesome. The more you know. Fantastic. Well, I was blessed last week as well. And me, the unseen villain, to the one who is a unicorn amongst a herd of ponies. I appreciate your support. And should you choose to bless me again, I think you'll find maybe I am not the villain. Maybe these beings who claim themselves divine are the ones who don't deserve it. So consider me again. And I hope that your day is blessed in all the ways that I can possibly make it. There's my pitch. Thank you, RLU. Appreciate the support. Em, do you have any pitch for the RLU blessing?
Yeah. If you have ever worked in customer service and you've had a person come up to your counter and they gave you a hard time and you didn't deserve that hard time and they demanded to speak to your manager, supporting me gives you the power to tell them, no, the manager doesn't want to speak with you. You can either discuss with me or you may leave. That's my pitch.
Good. It's pretty great. Fantastic. All right, Bill, why don't you give some talk about the love that Andrew got last week?
A lot of people worship the god of awards. They don't know it. They just pray, put out their thoughts into the universe because they really want to win. But he doesn't mind. He doesn't need to be known. He just needs to help. So there is a birding leaderboard on Noel's birding forum. In fact, it's updated monthly. You know who's at the top of that list this month? You know who won? Who's been given the highest possible internet forum award for birding? Well, it's Wombat Fuzz. Wombat Fuzz prayed for a good bird, got a good bird. Also prayed for the recognition for that bird, got the award for best birder of the month in that forum. So congratulations, Wombat Fuzz. You're at the top of that leaderboard. But it goes from small achievements like being top birder on a monthly leaderboard in a small forum that is in no way on a national proper scale or recognition, to another lovely person who's asked for an award, which is Chunk E. Douglas. That's Chunk E. Douglas, whose short film recently won at the Cannes Film Festival. Congratulations. Very high achievement. Chunk E. Douglas has had their film accolades. Complete and deserved accolades. It was a fantastic film. I don't give people awards who don't deserve them. You pray to me for that recognition, and then I go back in time and I make sure that all of the proper things were filled out, that you were allowed to go there, that you had an even footing. I don't give you an award. Don't think that you didn't deserve this, Chunk E. Douglas. You got it. Congratulations. It was a heart-rending film about the horrors of war, but expressed only through small action figures in a child's bedroom. Very good. Very good. It's a nice idea, and I think you did very well with it. People don't get that it's about war, but I saw that. It was good. Congratulations, Chunk E. Douglas. I like that I gave you like a kind of normal name, but your first name is still Chunk. Like that makes it more normal. Oh,
like somebody was named like Chuck and they added a letter. That's hilarious.
Yeah, Chuck E. Douglas was already part of the Directors Guild. They couldn't use the same name twice. So had to change your name to Chunk E. Douglas.
Hey, Chase.
Yes.
Justin Kapow just joined. So I just want to quickly catch up, Justin, and let you know that as one of my worshipers, you are part of my birding forum. So sorry, chat, everyone who's been here. That's a bit of a backtrack, but I wanted Justin Kapow to hear my thanks and my blessing that a rare and cool bird will come and stop by your window.
It's amazing. It's awesome. I want to see a rare bird. Fantastic. Any pitch for the blessing on the line, Andrew?
if you bless me, you'll win. You'll more likely to win whatever competition that you want to win. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know about you. I don't know what you're trying to win, Unicorn, but you'll
Best
probably win.
unicorn?
Man, I should get on that when I play Valorant. Just
Right?
win all the time, yeah.
Exactly.
Excellent. Big thank you to all of our supporters. Thank you so much for going above and beyond. Much love to you all. And yeah, if you guys would like to be shout out on the next stream, as we just did, check out the exclamation point worshiper, and you can see how to make that happen. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to continue the scene with the three. So with Noel and Andrew and Will, you guys are driving down. Will was quite injured, and Alma is actually going to stop at a hospital. She'll pull over, and there are a couple of people in suits. Alma herself is kind of in a suit. She almost looks like an agent. She's got the black tie, blue suit, very nice clothing, very nice pants, and you can see she's armed. She's got some sort of gun on her hip. And two gentlemen dressed in a similar way, also armed, very large, are standing next to the hospital. And she'll pull over, and she's going to tell Will that they're going to escort him and get him some help. And that she'll catch him up later. Will does so. Will was kind of, happy to help. He rode a shark in his previous encounter. He was injured, and he'll join them in the hospital. And then Alma's going to drive off with Noel and Andrew to fill you guys in. So you guys are hopping back on the highway. You guys are in the Impala. Does anybody have any questions or anything they want to do before we jump back in?
I do.
Yeah.
I understand as a player, in the meta of this story, that Will has been taken to the hospital and looked after because he's not here.
Yes.
But Andrew's a little worried that a friend of his is now under care of a bunch of suited, armed people. So I'd like to call in a favor, if I can, from one of my bonds.
Okay.
I don't know the exact mechanics of this because it's it's a good way to introduce it to the audience. But I'd like to use, because I'd like to call out one of my bonds here is a group actually, but I kind of want to drill down to one thing that group can offer, and this is weirdly enough the American football team, the Oaktown Jaguars. Okay, fantastic. So they're friends. I know them. They know me. Whereas Bond, I have an understanding with them. They win some competitions. I don't put my hand in. Look, I want people to know I don't make people win or lose. I just make sure that people can compete properly. But one of the people that they have as part of that team, obviously, his team is more than the players. It's more than the coaches. It's also the whole support staff, including, of course, the team physician who makes sure that they're all healthy, make sure they're eating right, make sure their blood pressure is good, and is working on, who also works at that same hospital. And I would like to call him up and just be like, hello, what's your name? It is Dr. Michaels. Hello, Dr. Michaels. Look, I have a friend who's just been taken in. Yeah, you can see he's in the ER. He's hurt, but like, could you just keep an eye on him, make sure nothing strange happens, like that he gets. I understand the other. No, I know the other doctors there are good at their jobs. No, I'm not saying anything about. Look, I just make sure he's comfortable, that he doesn't leave. He can be a little jumpy sometimes. Just make sure he's cared for while he's there. All right. Thank you, Dr. Michaels. All right. This is a favor that I'm mechanically calling in a favor. However the rules handle this, I believe you'll take some strain or something. But but that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. So that's what I like to do.
I love it. Yeah.
Mechanically make sure that they're keeping tabs on him so that you can't pull like and now that you're back, Nathan, your character is in Tijuana. He's been stolen away. What happened here?
I love it. And I won't even make you take strain for it. They're happy to do it for you.
I
imagine you're taking that phone call in the car.
I'd like to do it when they're getting Will out of the car.
When they're getting Will out of the car.
Rather than just be like, excuse me, Alma. Hey, I don't trust Alma. Like, it's maybe a rude thing to do in front of someone's face. They'll try and do it while the handoff is happening.
Gotcha. Okay. So you do it as she's out.
I can wave to Dr. Michaels from the car park.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's me down here. Hello.
Fantastic. Yeah. You do that. The doctor gives you the information. Your bond is happy to do the favor. And then you guys head off from the hospital, driving off.
I have one thing I want to do as well.
For sure.
Well, before we get back in the cart, well, Noel, yes, that is what she wants to do. That's not what I'm going to do. She wants to try and keep tabs on this Goblin King or find out where he might be going or if he's around at all. So I want to do a manifestation and summon a bunch of birds. Specifically, a bunch of...
What's the most spying bird?
I think a bunch of crows.
Okay.
People don't really pay attention to crows. Like, they're just around, and there's a lot of them. So yeah, I want to summon a bunch of crows. A murder,
Okay.
you might say.
A murder of crows. Yeah, please do.
Okay. So summon or beckon and knowledge. Rolling 4 dice. Those were d10s, yes. Okay. I got 2 successes. And then I can spend a fragment to get 2 successes as well, right?
You sure can. Yep, one
Okay.
fragment will give you 2 automatic successes.
Okay, I would like to do that then. And I was kind of trying to figure out the different elements of the manifestation, and I'm not sure exactly what makes sense for like summoning a bunch of birds and then asking them to go do a thing, you know? But I'm thinking like area affected and like range?
Yeah,
that-
totally.
Okay.
I mean, that makes sense. You have 2 successes there?
Yes.
That would be plenty to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's what I wanted. Well,
you,
the area
you just
affected...
want them to, you just want it to be the small area there, right?
No, I want them to go around. So here's what I'll do.
Okay.
I'll use 1 success. I'll use 2 successes on the area affected and call all the crows within a 1-mile area to me.
Okay. Love it.
And then I can talk to birds. That is a passive power that I have. And so I will just go and speak with one. And they're very intelligent. Corvids are very intelligent and can communicate pretty well. So I'm going to just talk to a few, give them the instructions. Basically the description of this Goblin King. The bow tie, the bald? He was like bald-headed, balding.
He's balding.
Yeah, beard.
Triple base.
Yeah. This is who I'm kind of looking for. Just glasses, look for someone fitting this description. And then I'm going to dump 2 successes into range for far range. So I want them to go all over the city as far as they can and look around. See if they can spot anything.
I love it.
And that would be 1 fragment used.
Sweet. And yeah, as you're chatting with the crows, you can see Alma's chatting with the 2 large men outside the car. And you can see her kind of side glance at you as you're doing that. And then, when you guys get back in the car, she'll shut the doors and she'll start driving. So you having the birds spy on me, or you having them spy on the guy who attacked you?
I think what I say to the birds is between me and the birds.
It is very rude to ask someone what they say to the birds. Like,
you didn't even tell us
if you...
your domain, and now you're
That's
asking
true.
to know what I say to my
She smiles
followers.
and scoffs a little bit. About to see my domain in just a minute. You're the goddess of birds, I assume?
What gave it away?
It was all the birds, I think.
You just did right now. I don't know. Maybe it was animals, crows, just birds, huh?
I'm done talking to you. Where are we going?
You're a celebrity, aren't you? I think I've seen you on TV.
Yeah, I was on Last One Standing.
Just
That was
saw
like a year ago.
Pretty brutal review about you. And that's going to be my segue into Tori. I'm going to use my worshiper that I got from this last session. You have gotten a chain of pretty nasty reviews calling you a wash-up and a lucky winner and just a bunch of
I didn't
negative
even
feedback
win!
to making it online. Yeah, or sorry, a lucky 2nd place.
Oh, like I didn't deserve to go that far.
Yeah, people were saying that you didn't deserve to go as far as you went. I'm going to put a strain on your fans.
Okay. Oh, can I propose of like why that's been happening?
Yeah, please do.
I think they're for the next season they're talking about doing, where they bring back like
Fans
contestants.
versus favorites.
Yeah, something like that, where they bring back people who didn't win but like people liked and that kind of thing. And so they haven't announced the lineup for that, but like so there's been a lot of discourse in the like last one standing fan community of who should be on that lineup. And so there's been a lot of like, oh yeah, like Noelle should totally be what? No way, like that was total fluke, she's a wash up, all that kind of stuff. So
I love that. That's fantastic.
Okay.
Very good. All right. So that's a strain on your bond. She'll just kind of say it like a little backhanded thing. You guys start turning onto the freeway, and she just floors it. She goes so fast. She's driving very aggressively. She's gonna kind of glance back. Everybody buckled up?
I mean, yes, of course, but like you should have checked beforehand.
Well, you're gonna want to make sure you're always buckled up in your car with me. You're driving with the goddess of speed. And she's going to just floor it. And as she does, you guys are going to see some energy start just wisping around the car. And you guys can see... Force. Yeah, the speed force. You guys can see the highway signs coming up. And in just the blink of an eye, as you guys start picking up speed, you see that the complete area around you just changes as if you just warped to a different part of town. And actually, let's go ahead, production, go ahead and get the map up because we're going to go to the territory grid here. So you guys were over here at Zigo Bay is where you got picked up from. And you guys are going a good distance over here on the territory grid. And she hops off the freeway, new part of town, just hops off an exit, and she turns into one of the local Moonbucks, which is a little coffee shop. It's a chain. There's quite a few of them around your area. And she's going to go pulling into the parking lot of this Moonbucks. All right, we're here. Everybody out?
This is your secure location?
Yeah, it is. What of it?
Well, it just seems like strange. Like I thought we were going to like a safe house or something like that, but instead we're just here like
a very public Moonbucks.
Like a very public Moonbucks. Like she'll be spotted because you said already she's a celebrity. So you like took her to a place with the public who've already established know her. Like, I don't know. It's fine. Like, it's fine. You do what you want.
Also, my fans are probably going to be pretty pissed if it looks like I'm supporting like a very corporate chain like this that isn't super environmentally conscious, isn't like sourcing things responsibly. I don't know if I can really be seen here.
It's going to be safe, I promise. I'll take care of any PR disasters that might come up.
Oh, really? You seemed so eager to talk about them earlier.
Yeah, it's true. You did throw them in her face not like 10 minutes ago.
She looks pretty irritated. She gets like a pretty irritated stance, folds her arms, and turns towards you. Now, do you all want to know about what just happened to you or not? I can let you all get killed if you want.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I suppose, well, look, Noel, she's the goddess of speed. Maybe she can like go from one topic to another quite quickly in her own head. For her, the conversation we had was years ago. Her brain's going so quick. It's like all the bringing up of fan stuff happened a lifetime
Goddess
ago.
of speed, can you make this fast?
I'll make it as quick as I can.
All right, then Noelle will march forward
towards the door, and yeah, she'll walk in.
Yeah,
you guys walk into the door. This one is pretty low populated. There's a couple of people sitting in the back enjoying a coffee and chatting. And as Alma walks in, she gives a nod to the barista that is currently at the front. And she looks like this. Why don't you go ahead and tell us what your character looks like, Em?
So yeah, this barista has kind of like Ramona Flowers hair, except it's all purple, long bits in the front, it's kind of short up in the back, and slouchy, kind of non-professional clothes, especially for such a corporate place. And she's just chewing a big wad of bubble gum, lips bright pink, it's gloss, over-exaggerated eye makeup, and she just like pops a bubble in Alma's direction.
I'm guessing we
Fantastic.
can kind of sense the like if we look at her for a moment, we can sense the godliness.
Yeah, actually, if you look her in the eyes, you know she's a goddess.
Yeah, the spark.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, it's
And-
the god of coffee.
Crystal, I imagine you're not avoiding eye contact with these
Oh,
people.
definitely not. It's very appraising. I'll make eye contact with each and every one of you.
Hey, hello.
Alma gives you a nod, but then kind of just ignores you. She goes to sit down to a table and gestures you two to join. Not you yet, Crystal. Conveniently, the patrons that were sitting in the coffee shop stand up and they leave a tip in the jar and they leave. Now, anything you want to share with me about what happened? You make an enemy with this gentleman who attacked you on the beach?
Well, I don't think we made an enemy of him. Like, he seemed
No.
already very enemy style of a person. Like, he just he killed our friend. I suppose no. You know what? I suppose
Well,
he's
there
a-
was the whole thing with the Minotaur and how, like,
Well,
I
you
was,
definitely made enemies with a minotaur.
You had a
yeah,
Minotaur with him?
Undeniable.
yeah, I was totally gonna eat the Minotaur, but it didn't happen.
You weren't gonna eat a Minotaur, sweetie.
She might have ate a minotaur. Like, I know you want to laugh at it, but I don't know. it was doing all right.
So you're a puck eater.
Yeah, that's like a really dumb phrase.
She flips out a little notepad out of her jacket pocket and takes out a pen and starts taking notes.
I thought we were here to learn more from you.
Yeah, I'm getting there. That's gonna be helpful though. Nice to have a puck eater around for what's going on. All right, so you had met him before. This is the first time you saw this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, never seen him before.
And that goddess he killed, goddess of commerce, Elise, right?
Hey,
He could have killed us, as much as I am super annoyed to admit it.
But he
didn't.
It's interesting. Like, we were incredibly helpless, and he did leave us alone, which was interesting.
It's unfortunately not the first time I've heard that. He's dangerous. Heard similar accounts. He's been off in gods at an alarming rate. And I'm sure that you are all familiar. That is not something that any of us take lightly.
No, I didn't know it was anything that people did anymore. Like, it's not 5,000 years ago.
Exactly. He's causing a wave of chaos that we haven't seen here in a very long time. Now, he killed one of my friends as well, so I would like to start condolences for your loss. I was in a pantheon with the goddess of authority. He killed her as well. That was my first interaction with him.
Wait,
Similar account. I wasn't there when it happened, unfortunately, but I heard about it. Took her powers away and just offed her like it was nothing.
hey,
I think he's
he
the
made-
first one. I think she's
he
the
made
first
the
one he
whole-
killed.
Well, he made the whole lot of us, like, not fall asleep, you know, but we couldn't move. We couldn't do anything. Like,
Did
We
you
were
make eye
like
contact
mortals
with him?
we definitely made eye contact. That's how
He's
we
a
knew he was
god.
a god.
Good.
Oh yeah, I know he's a god, but so am I. Like, it seems a bit unfair.
It's not always fair with the powers we get.
No, I suppose
I don't
not.
know who he is. I don't know what he's the god of. But after he killed my friend, he's been killing a lot more and things have been going into chaos. She used to keep things in order around here. Gods were committing crimes or unspoken crimes, unspoken laws being broken. She'd step in. That went away. I'm trying to restore it. I'm putting a group together. This guy has to be stopped, agreed?
Well, I mean, yeah, like, yeah, I mean, yes, of course.
Listen, this is all I'm gonna say until we get a little more familiar with each other. People have been calling him the Goblin King. I think I mentioned that already.
Hey,
Goblin pucks follow him. He's killing gods. That's what we know. Also, what we know, he's extremely powerful. He makes us helpless. That means we're gonna need a large task force to take care of him, right?
I suppose.
Now, I don't know anything about you two, or your friend Will at the hospital, other than your names. But you're involved in it now, so I figured you'd be best fitting in here with the task force.
I mean,
So where's the rest of the task force?
hey, like, how big is this task force? Is it you and us? Or is it like 500 guards all getting together to beat this guy? Like, where are we at?
I think I've given you enough information until I make sure you're even fit for it.
You've given
Like
us
that.
literally zero information
Well,
other than
no,
the
we
fact
do know this. We know there's a task force now. Like, that's good.
and
How
your
many
friend was
gods
killed.
did you know were killed before this? You heard
Well,
about any of it? Made it
no.
onto the news?
We
You know
we
you were
knew
in
there was
grave
one.
danger?
So now we know there's two, which means you've doubled our knowledge, so we are appreciative of that. And that's not how anybody pronounces that word.
Try 36 that I've confirmed.
36 gods.
She nods.
So, is that how many pantheons you've contacted to be part of your little club?
Hey, do we have like 100 people now together?
We'll talk about numbers once I make sure you can cut it. Let's start
Oh,
with at
shit.
least one. She's going to gesture to the barista at the front. Right there, her name's Crystal. You can consider her a recruiter of sorts.
A recruit. All right. Hello, Crystal.
She's working on something. You help her with it. We decide you're fit, and you can join the task force and I'll give you more information.
So,
Option 2, you can go off on your own and try to deal with it.
well, no, okay, right. So I don't want to go out off on our own because we will get eaten by
Listen,
something.
can you give us a minute? We're part of a pantheon, and I feel
yeah,
like
this
we
is a
should
whole new
have...
thing. We make decisions as a group now. So maybe go on. Could you get us like a latte or something?
She puts down a $100 bill on the table. That should cover plus a generous tip. I got some
Oh,
business to attend to, so I'll leave you to
All
it.
right.
You talk to Crystal when you're done.
All right.
All right. Well, goodbye. I guess. Oh, she's gone. She's so quick. She's out.
She does leave quite quickly. Her pace seems a little unnaturally quick.
And now, before I leave, meep meep. And okay, Noel, like, is this something we want to do? I mean, on the one hand, like, that was kind of rude, right? Like, oh, join my task force,
Yeah,
but only if you're ready to join my.
like really don't think I like Alma that much.
Well,
I
no,
mean,
okay,
like even
can
less than I
accept
like
that.
most people.
I know, I look, and that's quite meaningful because you do hate a lot of people. But I'm just trying to put that aside, right? Like, let's ignore the strange lady who picked us up in the car and was very odd about the whole thing. Let's put that to the side. Let's think. We just witnessed something pretty intense, right? Like our friend died, like right in front of our faces, in a way that I didn't even think was still possible in this day and age. So, do we go out alone and risk that happening to us? Or maybe avoid the whole thing entirely? He didn't eat us once. He might not eat us again. Maybe we don't taste good to an old man. I don't know how this all works. Or maybe he's just waiting for us to ripen. Maybe he comes in when you've been doing this for 80 years and eats you then. I don't know. Or are we gonna try and do something about it? I'm not trying to. This is not rhetorical, by the way. I would love your input.
I really hate the idea of joining some cute club that's all
Right.
about saving the world or whatever, but I really want to eat that Minotaur and also now probably the Goblin King, so it does seem like joining up with this task force is the like the fastest, most efficient way to do it. Unfortunately,
You can't. To put in terms you'll understand. We can't be like a condor off by ourselves, searching and trying to live.
Andrew,
we have to
it
think
doesn't.
like a goose.
It doesn't work
flying in
when
a
you
V
make
formation.
no. When
No,
you
is
make
this not
bird
helpful?
metaphors, it doesn't. No, you don't get it. It's.
What
I know
about
you're
like a
trying
penguin,
to like.
huddling together for warmth on the ice?
Okay, I think
Do
you
do
should
penguins?
stop now.
Do penguins count as birds? They don't fly.
They count as birds.
What about bats? I know like bats aren't scientifically birds, but I know like I think in the Maori language, bats and birds have the same word for them or something like that. I think New Zealand's bird of the year was a bat in 2022.
Andrew, I think we're getting a little off topic here.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I knew about that one because it was a competition and the bat won, and I thought it was very interesting that a bat won a bird competition. Maybe I should have cleared that with you first. Was that weird?
Yeah, I actually have been meaning to talk to you about that, but
that
we can deal with
inappropriate?
it later.
All right.
Listen, before we go
Sorry, yes,
talk to
back.
this crystal person,
Yeah,
I
let's
think
do it.
like I guess we're like kind of friends or whatever.
Hey,
So like
we're friends now.
okay, I don't really like that word, but it's fine. Yes, we can be friends. And so as my friend, I think like maybe it would be a good idea if we didn't tell like a lot of people that I kind of ate a little bit
Hey,
of
look,
the spark.
that's 100% your business. Like I know it's a big thing. I get what you were trying to do. I get what was happening. Maybe I don't really, to be honest, I don't really, but I understand you as a person. So don't worry. My lips are sealed. Now, let's go and talk to Crystal. And we need to get ready for this because she's going to give us a test to see if we're worth it. And just look at her. Look at her face. Look at the gum. Look at the expression on her face. It's not going to be a good conversation. Look at her chewing away there. Look at that smug, satisfied look she's looking at the customers with. You think she's going to be like, oh, here's a test. Don't worry, you're going to pass it. It's going to be the most judgmental test. I want to get ready for this now because once we get there, you are going to get angry at this woman. So maybe we're going to like inoculate ourselves against the anger. Look at her stupid purple hair.
It's gonna be fine.
Okay,
She
I
can't
don't
be
actually
worse
think
than Alma.
she could be very lovely. I'm just trying to prep us, right? It's better to be happily surprised at how nice she is rather than disappointed by some kind of superciliousness.
Yeah, it's okay. I've learned to just approach pretty much every human with like expecting to be kind of frustrated and disappointed. So
Oh, all right then. Well, maybe we'll be good. Let's. Do we go up to her? Well, let's flag her down. Crystal, hello.
Crystal is going to turn away from with like a snatched receipt that has just printed from a little machine and say, hey, Frank? Yeah, so we just got an online order. They want a venti mocha cream frappuccino and a Trenta cup. 3/4 soy, 1/4 diluted with water, 2 pumps mocha, 2 pumps base, double blended, no whip. Can you get that ASAP? Thank you. And she's just gonna take off her apron, throw it on the counter, and like just walk over. So, you two are the new recruits, right?
I think that's like to be determined by you.
You took your apron off because I was gonna actually ask for a coffee before we. But I should do that for someone else. Okay, yes, we're the new recruits.
I've got coffee coming for you too. I just like did a vibe check on you two and just kind of, I think I nailed it. If I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh, I'm excited to see what you bring.
Yeah. So, you're right. Alma loves her little tests and shit. It's ridiculous. Not that we don't want competent people, but like she's really heavy on the intrigue. I don't really understand. But if you guys want the rundown, I can get it. If you guys want to walk out the door, I literally could not care.
Oh, all right. Well, no, let's do the test.
Let's do the stupid test.
All right. Well, here's your copies. And Noel, yours isn't even a coffee. It's just like it's a tea, but it's like a very like steeped like matcha tea, and it's like extremely strong, extremely caffeinated, no nonsense. And then, Bill, what is yours? Because you're like a burly redhead fireman looking dude, right?
Yes.
It's pink drink.
I don't even know what that is. I'll take it.
Yeah. It's delightful. It's strawberry and stuff.
Look at this.
Okay, so listen. There has just been like so many complaints lately, specifically along my domain. Like my been getting prayers like crazy, and it's been overwhelming. And every time I go to like solve that shit, something's interfering and getting in the way. But there are 3 locations within my domain that have been making like hella fuss, and I just thought we should go there in person and try and figure it out.
All right. So these are what, like coffee complaints? I'm assuming you're the goddess of coffee?
No. Incorrect. Wrong. Incorrect. Customer service.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
So, the people that like make the world actually work, I give them a will to live. Whereas everybody who walks in and is like huge Karen or Kevin about it. Yeah. I get everybody through their day so society can continue running. Super important, but like also not a lot of glory. Whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, that's all right. I understand.
Can we not call rude guys Kevin?
Do you have a problem with
Why?
Kevin? Do you
That's like
have a Kevin that you're like friends with? Do we know any Kevins?
I don't really want to talk about it, but yes.
Ooh.
Listen, lady, I didn't come up with the term Kevin. It's like a meme online, like Karen. I didn't come up with the term Karen. I don't have the power.
Oh, actually,
to...
sorry. Could we not call women who are difficult Karen? That was my mother's name.
Again, like I just explained, I don't control what people call this.
No, you don't control what people
archetype
call it,
of
but
people.
you either add or detract from the meme, and if you could
What would
detract,
you-
maybe like
I think it'd be just confusing at this point to try and
what about
change it.
Brenda?
What? Marie? Brenda?
Well, Marie, like the mother from Everybody Loves Raymond, she probably complains a lot.
What about just like rude assholes? Does that not work?
It doesn't really flow off the tongue.
Okay, what about
It flows
Captain
off
Douche
my
Canoe?
Yeah, all right, that's good.
Fine.
But that applies to both genders because women.
All
can be
right, so like
captains.
when the douche canoes come in, I help
I like
people
it.
get through that.
That's what
Alright.
that's the test for us joining this task force to fight against a god eater.
We're gonna go check out 3 different locations and see why I am not able to use my powers to their effectiveness there.
All right,
So
that
we've
makes
got
sense.
a kebab restaurant called Stick the Landing. I didn't name it. It's cringe as hell. I haven't stopped wincing since I heard it. Then we got a car dealership called Katria G. Doyle Dealership.
All right.
Also terrible name. I don't know who names these things. Whoever
I
does
think the
that
owners
just
of the places.
doesn't understand like catchiness. And then there's like this local cell phone startup company called Dash.
All right.
So anyways, those are the places we have to go to.
Okay.
When are you guys ready? Do you like need a nap or like
Well, maybe like I'll finish the drink and then we could go. I suppose you don't want to really waste any time, or maybe we do.
She's not the god of speed.
yeah.
Well, that's true. Well, I mean, look, I think I'm ready to go whenever. I think like the more we can lock this in, like I've still got a while before my next shift, so I'm happy to like go whenever. I think.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. What about you? And do you like your tea?
Yeah, it's fine.
I bet that's high
high
praise
praise.
coming from
Yeah,
you.
It's high praise.
I was
I
gonna
know.
say Andrew knows the code for that.
That's
Uh-huh.
you're pretty good.
Uh-huh.
At
Figured. So I'm ready to go whenever. They can handle it here, and they've got me on speed dial if they need anything. So I'm sorry, I didn't even get your guys' names. I just like came over and was like, "Here's the job. Do you want it?" So now that we know that you're gonna take the job, maybe we should like define our relationship a little more. So what's your name, sir, Mr. Tall Guy, broad shoulders, redhead?
My name's Andrew. Like, I'm. That's my name. I don't have anything else to add.
You don't go by any nicknames like Andy or Drew?
Ooh, no one's ever tried to call me Drew. I don't
All right, well,
hate
we
it,
can try that
but it
out
would
for
be
a day and
spit
we'll see how
strange.
you like it.
Just cycle through a couple as we go, and maybe you'll hit one.
All right. Sounds
Most
good.
people just call me Andrew.
All right. And you? Dark and
Right.
scary and tall and beautiful?
My name's Noel. You can call me Noel.
Oh, okay. Noel, that's like super Christmassy and stuff. Is it like the equivalent of being named Joy?
I don't know if
No.
joy is exclusive to Christmas.
Okay. Fair enough. I'm just curious. Like, I looked at you and said, Noel. I would have given you another name like Roy or something.
All right, well, she's
Well-
not the god of naming people, I believe. I think we can all agree.
Yeah.
Because you don't look like a Roy at all.
No, like look at her. She's like got that like serious, dark vibe, scary look to her. And you would just think that her name would be something sharp and different than the norm.
Like Roy?
Like Roy.
Like Rob Roy McGregor?
I hadn't thought of that. Would you like that? Should I call you Roy for the day?
Noelle
Call me
stands
Rob
up
Roy.
and walks with her tea out the door.
We have to go. All right, let's go.
She took the tea. That's a good sign.
All right, so you guys are on your way out.
Is there another movie, Rob Roy McGregor? I think it's just Rob Roy. Liam Neeson plays Rob Roy.
How about that?
Let's all Google Rob Roy McGregor together. Let's not play a game.
Now, Crystal, these guys didn't drive themselves. Do you have a car here?
I've got a moped.
Oh, we're not going to fit on that.
Oh, man. Excellent. So you've got a moped. Before we deal with that, as we are on our way out, as you guys are leaving the Moonbucks, Andrew, you get just a really loud ringing in your ears. I'm spending 3 cursed dice production. And then you start to hear very loudly, as if there's just a microphone on the inside of your head. You start to hear a voice. Yeah, so I don't know if I really believe in all this like church crap, but I overheard a bro of mine. I know a guy. He said that there's like different gods for stuff, and I don't know what god I'm even praying to. Like I'm not very good at this, but listen, God, goddess, plural. I don't know. I need help. I got a science fair tomorrow, and I've kind of been putting it off, and my girlfriend thinks science is really hot, and I would really like to win it. So could you I don't know, could you give me something let me win. Just let me win this science fair. I can be smart, right? And I promise I'll keep praying. Yeah. Amen.
Oh.
And then the ringing stops, Andrew.
Andrew, you coming?
Mechanically, this is a prayer.
Do you ever get a prayer from someone who just does not get it? Like, do you ever get prayers from people who I really want to kill this bird? Like, far out. Oh.
Yeah, I kind of ignore most of the prayers because I think most people are idiots.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, I'm not going to agree with the sentiment, but people think this is all about winning. It's not about winning. It's never about winning. All right, sorry. Mechanically, what am I gonna?
So mechanically, you've had a prayer. This is from your faithful. So this is something you have to answer it in one way or another. I mean, it doesn't have to be like a direct, you don't have to have this person win, but you need to.
Oh, he's not winning.
You need to intervene somehow. And if you just ignore this prayer completely, then you're gonna take strain on your faithful. You also, if you have other bonds that can do favors, such as your individual bonds and whatnot, you can try to delay this by calling in a favor and having them help deal with it. But it needs attention in the nearest future, or else it will take strain.
Or else his girlfriend is going to break up with him.
I mean... Yeah.
Or just not find him hot.
Yeah, true.
And then it'll be a sad relationship.
Do I have a vague location for this in our map of the world?
Yeah, so you can pretty much, so when you get a prayer, you get a pinned down location, you get some information. You can see you get a visual of this guy in your mind's eye. This is a teenage boy. It is actually near the fire station. He's between, he's right here on the map.
Nice.
Yeah.
All
just
right.
near Mary Quinn's neighborhood. So
Okay,
you can deal with that as you will. And in the meantime, yeah, you guys are heading out. You have a moped for transportation.
I would like to engage with one of my curses, holes in my pockets, and I want to add 1 Pantheon dice if I spend 1 wealth traveling between scenes. So
nice.
Noelle is not about to cram onto a moped or walk.
You already have an Uber ready to go.
Yep, exactly.
Excellent.
She actually walks outside and waits for a minute, looks around kind of annoyed because she's used to traveling with Will, who is like learned to just call Ubers like
Yeah,
in
I
his
don't even
mind.
have the app.
Yeah, exactly. So she sighs and re-downloads the app on her phone and orders an Uber to get going.
How did you guys even like get here?
You know how we got here. We were dropped here by the lady in the Impala.
Oh, I assume maybe you guys like all met here together. I didn't know she was gonna drive you ever direct.
She drives everywhere.
I don't recommend riding with her like at any point in time.
Was scary.
Yeah, no, she's like unreasonable. Like, yeah, I get it. You're the goddess of speed. Take some drugs or something. Make your mind go brr. Don't have to scare everybody to death. Okay. Uber?
I think Uber, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one already pulling up, and Noel climbs in.
Yeah. Where are you guys headed to first?
I guess I'm kind of picking since I ordered the Uber.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, you probably already picked.
What was the destination?
We have Stick the Landing, Katria G. Doyle dealership, and Dash.
I will go to the dealership because it's the farthest away.
Mm-hmm.
And so, depending on how we intend to get back, start far and slowly come closer,
Okay.
So yeah, we'll go to the Katria G. Doyle dealership first.
All right, fantastic.
Also, it sounds like the most frustrating of the places to Noelle. Like a car dealer, like people all up in your face being salesy sounds really gross. So she just wants to get that out of the way.
Excellent. And yeah, Crystal, so for you, I mean, you don't know the exact nature of what's been going on here. You just, prayers are usually a semi-infrequent thing unless you're a huge deity with tons of worshipers, which you don't have a ton, right? You're pretty low-key still at the point in your goddess career. But there has just been a lot of noise in your head around these three locations, just people complaining and asking to burn it down, make it go away, make it better, bless the poor souls who run that place. It's just been a variety of different blessings of frustration around these locations. So yeah, you guys pull up to this. It's just a standard little dealership just right off the road. You can see in the lot they've got used cars, they've got new cars of all different variety of brands. And aside from the cars on the lot up in the customer parking area, you only see one car, and the rest of it seems quite empty. And the Uber pulls up, they drop you up out front.
It's like normal business hours, right? Like
Yeah.
you would expect the dealership to be open. And
Yeah, you guys met with Elise at lunch, and then you guys took off with Alma at lightning speeds afterwards. It's probably like early afternoon.
Okay. And the dealership is empty.
Yeah, the
Except
dealership.
for-
Yeah, there's one car parked in the customer parking area.
Got it.
It's open. The open sign is on. And as the Uber pulls up and drops you guys off, there's going to be a gentleman. He is balding, brown hair around the back of his head, kind of a more round, sturdy guy, in a suit, brown suit, nice tie. He comes running up and he opens the door for all of you. Welcome. Come on in. What can I help you with? Looking for a new car? Used car?
Tone it back just a titch.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I'm out of the car. Turn to the Uber driver. You did an excellent job and earned every cent of your tip. Just like a little affirmation for him before I turn focus onto the next customer service person with me.
Uber driver smiles and gives you a thankful nod. And this guy opens the door and he gestures inside. Why don't you come in and take a look? We can talk about what you're needing. Taking an Uber here, I take it you need a car? Oh, how rude of me. Name's Larry. Who do I have the acquaintance of meeting? Reach out a hand and shake each of your hands.
Larry, my name is Roy. This is no, I'm you two. No, this is Noel. This is Crystal. My name's Roy, though. I'm trying it out today.
All right.
We just like to. I think to start, we just want to have a quick look around. We'll call you if we need you. We're not gonna leave without talking to you, Larry. But for now, I think maybe just a quick Just a quick look around at some of the cars here.
You take as long as you need, and I will be here if you need absolute anything. Now,
All right.
we've got some great deals going on at this dealership, so if you need something,
see
we can
stickers
make
on the
it happen.
front of the cars. All right. Thank you, Larry. Hey,
He'll nod and smile, and he backs off, and you can tell he's clearly anxious. He's rubbing his hands together. He's watching with intensity as you guys are going about your business.
Crystal. Hey, Crystal.
Yeah.
Hey. Do you have any details as to? Because you said you couldn't answer a prayer here. Do you know the details of the prayers that you needed to answer?
I know that they've just been getting so much overwhelmingness just about wanting to even just burn this place to the ground.
Right. Well, I do
there
not want to
is
help them
so
do
much
that.
despair here.
Well, this
everyone
is dead. There's nobody here.
Yeah. There's something that I don't know exactly what's happening, but the
should we just,
negativity is not the vibe we're going for.
Right. Well, should we just strike up a little? Let's talk with Larry, see what's going on, shall we?
Yeah, I think we should also see why they're doing such an intense sale. I find that anytime there's a huge sale, it directly correlates with the mental health of the workers.
Hey, all right.
I have an idea.
Ooh,
What if you
good idea.
guys talk to the people so that I don't have to talk to anybody, and I'll
Alright.
go walk around and look at the inventory or whatever. Who knows? Maybe
Yeah.
the stuff they're selling is shit.
Yeah, maybe he's like Matilda Wormwood's dad, and he's filling all the engines with sawdust and all that sort of stuff. Maybe he doesn't deserve success. We'll find out, shall we?
Is that okay, Chase? Can
Yeah,
we split
absolutely.
up a little?
Please do.
Okay, then Noel's just gonna brush back out the door past Larry, and without a word, just start wandering the rows of cars.
Okay, fantastic.
right.
Yeah, let's start with the two of you who stayed inside. As you look around, they've got some display models on the floor inside the building as well. It's a pretty nice, large building. Larry comes, as soon as he sees her walk out, he looks kind of nervous. He's going to come walking back up. I take it she's going to go take a look at the models we got out there. We got stuff
yeah.
in here. I got popcorn. I got coffee. I
Larry,
got sodas.
Larry, it's all right. We're buying a car. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Are you all right?
fantastic.
There's
All
a lot
right.
of sales. It's not a closing down sale or anything, is it?
No. Anything you've been reading online has got to be nah. Bunch
Reading
of rumors
online?
going on. Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know if you guys. Don't worry about it. Nah. What can I get you to drink?
You know what I hate so much? I super hate it when there's all those false reviews going around online, and it just kills business. I had that happen at another place I worked at for a while ago. Don't tell me someone's slandering you.
Oh, 100%. I'm so glad that you brought that up and that we're on the same page here. We've been getting review bombed, and let me tell you, we sell a good product here. All right, I know the mechanics personally. I can guarantee you the car you purchase here, you take good care of it, like any normal human being, the car is going to run just fine. So you don't worry about any of the hubbub online. I'll take good care of you. I'll personally make sure of it, all right?
All right. While we're talking, can I check out the hubbub online? Yeah,
Yeah, pull out the phone and take a look.
It's oh, look, I got a text from my mother, Karen. Oh, Karen's texting me. I'll just text her back.
Well, Roy talks
What was
to
the
Karen.
name of the location that we're in? I'll tell her where I am.
It's
How do you
branded
spell
right on the wall.
Katrina G. All right. I'd like to look at some of these reviews.
Yeah, as just a quick search of the location. You pull up the reviews. It's 1 out of 5 stars with thousands of reviews, and all the top comments are just "Don't buy a car here; it'll fall apart. I drove home and all my tires fell off. I drove home and my engine caught on fire. Not safe. How are they not being arrested?" And it's just a lot of car malfunction complaints.
Oh, fun.
Hey, Roy, while you're talking to Karen, maybe you want to check in with K-Pop and our other friend Dash. see if there's anything what they're up to these days, review wise.
Yeah. You got friends wanting to buy a car too?
Oh, maybe
Bring them down.
Yeah, if they have a chance, if they're free, if they're in town.
So as Andrew's Googling, what are you doing, Crystal?
So Crystal is going to try and just like, first off, I want to get a gauge on, is this the only employee here right now?
Yeah, as you look around the building, there is nobody else. It seems to be just him. No
Okay.
other customers, no other workers.
I want to work on getting this person to trust me and to relax a little bit, and also get a vibe check. Is the product really as safe as he's saying?
A vibe check on the product? Yeah.
Well,
So you
no,
want-
on him. Like,
on
does he
him.
believe what he's saying? Is he emotionally okay right now? I want a vibe check on him.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and roll me an intuition plus empathy.
Okay, that'll be 4 dice. And they're D10s, correct?
We have a ton in the pool too.
Oh,
Crystal,
should I
if
use
you
some?
want to use anything? Go
Yeah,
for it if you
use
want.
I'll use 2.
Fantastic. Using Pantheons?
Yeah,
All right, excellent.
those are rolling. All right, I got a 7, an 8, an 8, and a 10.
Nice.
So what is that? 6 successes?
So the 10 is 2,
5?
and then the 8s and 7s are successes. That's 5 successes.
5. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So you can tell Larry doesn't even know if he believes what he's saying. He looks like a nervous wreck. Yeah. He doesn't seem like he's full on lying to you. He looks almost just hopeless. And you can tell he's trying the best he can to perform his job, but he does not seem confident in what he's saying about the cars.
Okay. He doesn't
Also,
believe what he's saying about the cars. He thinks something is going wrong and he doesn't know why. Okay.
right. And then Andrew, as you're Googling the establishment as well, you can see that the general manager of this location is Larry G. Phillips.
Okay. So,
All right. What are you doing, Noel?
Just looking at these cars. I'm not shy, so I'm gonna like open them up. And, like,
Okay.
I'm just looking at them. I'm not like, I'm being respectful. I'm not like damaging them, but I'm not shy
kick up
about.
the tires.
Yeah, exactly. I want to get a feel for if these cars are any type of quality vehicles, or if they're all lemons.
Awesome. Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and do me a perception plus travel?
Oh, cool. Okay, I'm good at travel. I didn't think that would
Travel
fit into
includes
this, but
knowledge
yes.
of vehicles. So.
Yay! Okay, cool. That is 5 dice for me. You know, we have some cursed dice, and I don't really want Chase to just sit on those for forever, so I'll use some. How's that?
How many?
I'll use 3. That'll give me
A
8
lot of
dice.
dice.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Excellent. And you're poking around the car and whatnot, right?
Yes. Maybe a few. Like, I want to kind of get a sample size, you know?
Yeah, for sure. As you're taking a look around, you can see all of the cars look like they're in pretty good shape. Like all of them seem well functioning. You can't see any major issues with any of them. As you're looking around at them, you accidentally scuff one up pretty good. Do you have any jewelry on or anything? Like, what's something that could scratch a car fairly well?
Could I, like, not like a full-blown, like, manifestation of my talons, but could I, like, could basically I could accidentally, like, slip a talon, like, and, like, oh shoot, just like chalk it up to I'm still figuring out my powers and stuff.
Totally.
And so I just accidentally like scratch, like.
Yep, for sure. I love that. You accidentally like key/talon a car a little bit on accident.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you're looking around, they all look pretty good. The only noticeable thing is as you kind of take a lap around, there is one section where a lot of these cars, like some of the more expensive ones, have been full-blown like keyed, like just deep gouges down the side of the doors, all in one section of cars. But other than that, nothing looks like it should be malfunctioning, to your knowledge.
In one section.
Yep.
And these are the more expensive vehicles?
Yeah, like the Mustangs and Corvettes and like the nice sports cars.
I don't see anyone around.
No, this parking lot is empty. You're the only one out here.
What the heck? Yeah, are there any birds around? Pigeons?
I'm
seagulls?
sure there are, yeah.
Goose.
Could I call to one?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I'll call to a nearby pigeon.
Okay.
No, pigeons are really dumb.
I'm
gonna call to seagull.
No. All right, bye.
Yeah,
Hey!
seagull.
Call to a seagull. I love it.
What do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
I
don't
can
you go ahead
Bill
and,
voice all of the birds that I interact with this whole series.
Hey.
Let's see. That's going to be a summons. That will be a beckon check. That's going to be beckon plus knowledge.
Okay.
And you only need one success on this because there's some
got
seagulls around. So
one
fairly
success.
easy. Awesome. Yeah, you see some seagulls flying around above the building. With a success, you're able to call one down. It comes fluttering down, lands on a car next to you, just kind of tilts its head and looks at you.
I'll speak to it. And I want to ask, it's like a very simple question. I'll just I'll also use like body language, and I'll ask like if it's seen any humans around doing this. Like I'll like scratch at the, where like the key marks and stuff have been.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see here. Let me check on a mechanic here. Trying to see if there's like a luck stat, or if I'm thinking of another game here. If I influence, no. Yeah, I'm gonna roll a random check here to see if this seagull happened to see anything. In fact, actually, let's have you roll. Let's have you roll. We'll see if you picked the right seagull, right? So let's have you roll intuition. Yeah, let's have you roll intuition plus knowledge.
Not the best combo. I'll use 2 normal Pantheon dice.
Fantastic.
That I'm rolling for. That is
One success.
One success, thank goodness.
That's all you need. Yeah.
Well, I was worried about a critical failure because.
And you can full on talk to birds, right?
Yes.
That's a truth that you have.
Yes, I can. Noel, the goddess of birds, can sing every bird song. I can talk to birds. Yes.
Yeah, it looks a little confused when you talk to it. Like, it kind of looks to the side and the other side, as if like is a human talking to me. Yeah, so did it.
What did they look like?
Some strange little tiny human.
Gremlin,
Kid? You call him a kid?
Maybe. Small?
Misbehaving.
Loud?
Laughter aloud.
Laughter aloud. Pointy teeth?
Pointy teeth. No?
What
Could
a
that be a
teeth!
human?
Just checking. There have been these little critters around. Making sure it wasn't them. A kid.
It shakes its head, or bobs its head side to side.
All of this?
That means no, right?
Yeah, good job.
Let's try it.
Yeah,
You're
all of
smarter
them
than most of the humans I talk to.
ran around with a big old stick.
When?
I don't know, a week ago.
Okay. I'll I think Noel is
You
someone
had one of
who
those little
carries.
spinny hats, you know?
Oh,
That's obnoxious. Okay. Noel is someone who I think always carries some kind of like bird seed or like, that kind of thing around with her. So she'll thank the seagull and just like feed it a little bit out of her palm.
Okay, it pecks it out of your hand. Hey, thanks, I like you. And then it's going to go flying away.
Okay.
All right, back inside. Crystal and Andrew, what are you guys doing?
One question really quick, Chase, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
About how many cars are we talking about that are damaged besides the one I damaged?
It's maybe like a good 10 cars.
That's so many. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of unfortunate damage.
Jeez. Okay. I'll head back toward the sales floor.
Fantastic. All right, yeah. What are you two doing inside?
I mean, I feel like the situation here is something that is messing with these cars after they sold. I don't think he's selling bad cars. I think there's a little gremlin who's like jumps in the cars as they leave the lot and just starts taking them apart, and they fall apart. And it's like, nice, good car, idiot. And then runs back to the lot to get another one. This feels like a concerted puck-based attack, or maybe not. But that's what I'm feeling. So I don't know if I really need to talk to Larry much more, because I don't think he's going to be like, yeah, there's a gremlin that lives in the cars. He's just freaking out.
Do pucks ever happen? Just because I'm not familiar with the culture of the game, does that ever happen because somebody's been cursed?
There's a bunch of different kinds of pucks, and they're generally all just mischievous in different ways. Somebody could potentially be cursed. A lot of weird things like that can happen with outsiders. But yeah, it's all kind of case by case. Pucks themselves are generally not like organized creatures, though.
And it may not be a puck, but it feels like it's something. Something is like messing with it. Maybe we buy a car. Is that weird? I don't really have the money to buy a car.
How much is it to buy a car? How much wealth would that be, Chase?
Yeah, let's see. I can tell you.
Depends how bad these cars are. Because I think it was 5 wealth is like the 1 to 10,000 range. But if there's like a real...
You could buy a junker for 4 wealth.
Yeah, we could buy it. But that's a lot of money to spend just on figuring out what's going on.
Why don't I spend it?
Yeah?
I mean, yeah.
Buy a junker for 4.
I mean, the car will go away after this session. That seems...
Yeah, we don't care about your long-term wealth.
Yeah. You don't need my long-term wealth. Yeah, let's do it.
Notably, if you guys have a group bond, you can strain them to gain 2 resources. Or sorry, gain resources equal to their level.
You want to buy me a car?
I have my worshippers are givers because I get tips from people.
Yeah.
So I can use my tips, I think.
Yeah, you can strain that bond to get 2 resources.
I can strain that bond to get as many resources as the level of worshippers I have.
Oh, yeah. Did you upgrade those? Or are those just 2?
So it's to 5. I can get 5 wealth for 1 strain.
Nice. There you go.
Wild. That's huge. Let's strain those guys. Get some tips.
I'm going to strain them.
Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, so you've got your tip money. Your bank account is flush with tips that you have deposited. So go ahead and add a strain to your worshippers and add 5 to your wealth.
They are strained.
Okay. All right. So with that, what are you doing?
Larry.
We'd like to buy one of these cars. I'm so sorry it's not one of the most expensive cars here, but we would like to buy a car.
No, that's great. Yeah, well, let me get you set up with one. Which one you want? And he'll start showing you cars and everything. You guys can pick what kind of car you.
We'd like that very old black Impala, and we'll pretend we're the god of speed.
Oh, that's a fantastic choice.
Which car did I scratch?
Which car did they? Oh, did you
I
scratch?
Yeah.
Choose.
Oh. I don't think.
Caddy.
Oh my gosh.
How did he afford this car? How did his business is going down?
Oh geez, I don't know. I guess a truck.
Yeah, a really nice Ford F-150.
Yeah, something like that.
Nice red paint job, super scratched up.
Are they coming out to look at cars to buy? Like, can I walk? Can I meet up with them?
Yeah, you guys can
Okay,
group up now.
cool.
Noel, we're buying a car.
Yeah, he comes walking out. He's looking very excited. He's telling them about cars. He's showing them off. And when he comes out, though, Noel, he looks at that red truck. Hey, wait a minute. That one wasn't there before. Hey, you see some kid come around here?
Oh,
To
do
be
you mean
clear,
the
he's
scratch,
talking about
not
the
the
scratch.
car? All right.
Yeah, the
It's
scratch.
like a mystical car.
Sorry.
I'd be more
Yeah, no.
excited if somebody
This
dropped
truck
off a
came
new
out of
car.
nowhere.
No.
Kids bring it.
Good clarification. No, he points at the scratch on the truck.
I see.
What do you mean a kid? Has there been a kid like messing with your cars,
Yeah,
lad?
some little shit came through and just started getting a stick and I'm sorry. I
No,
deeply
it's fine if
apologize
he's
for my
giving-
language. Very
You swear
unprofessional.
all you
of me.
want about this little shit. Like,
Yeah.
if he's cutting your cars up with keys or something, like
It was a
where did
big
he
old
even get the
stick.
key? Oh, with a
It's a-
stick. All right.
It's like a sharpened stick, like he did it himself. What kind of demon
That's
possesses
a
a kid to
little
do
kid.
that?
Do you have like
And his
do you
dad just
have,
sat
like, a
there like
picture?
nothing was even happening.
A picture of the kid or something? Like, do you have like so we know? So do you have
Oh.
like a this kid not allowed in the store kind of thing?
I think
I
I saw
provided
the
to the-
kid.
You saw the kid.
Yeah, I think that's who scratched the truck.
Oh,
You
well,
did see the kid. He came back?
I guess he had a weird little swirly hat on, looked pretty obnoxious, and was laughing like a little shit.
Damn it, that's
like
the
you
one.
said.
Had that weird jaw. Like,
got a weird jaw. Well, who's this kid?
I don't know.
It's-
It's just I wanna
It's
see
an
a
odd
kid
thing
with
to
that kind of
note about
jawline.
someone, laddie.
Well, he kind of looked like a man, you know?
So he's like a little
That's
man.
rude of me. I'm sorry. I'm being so
No.
unprofessional right now. No, I'm
I'd
not
like
going
to
worry you
just
find
double
folks out.
check. Laddie, I'd just like to double check. Are you sure it's a kid, or is it just like a person with achondroplasia? It's just a small man with a stick.
No, his dad was there. Like,
Or
What
did
did
he
it-
just
what
have
did
like
his
a
dad
tall
look like?
friend?
no, I'm not going to worry you find folk with that. You're buying a car. I will file a police report later. We'll report him again.
Chase,
It's
Uh-huh.
no bother.
can I try and use a manifest skill? The read minds?
Ooh, yeah. Please do.
Because I just feel like this is kind of like he doesn't want to talk about it because it's rude, customer service. Like, I feel like that could kind of get in there. Like, what is he not saying in the guise of politeness?
Hmm.
Yeah, go ahead and
So it's, I
I don't know
think
how
it's
polite he's being
Oracle
to this
plus
kid,
discipline.
though.
Yep.
He's not been the nicest guy.
Yeah. Okay, my character sheet. What is my Oracle and discipline? Can I use some dice?
They're
How
there
many
to be
Oracle
used.
We've
dice
got-
do we have?
We've got 6 Pantheon dice and 8 cursed dice.
Ooh, maybe I'll use some cursed dice for kicks and gigs. I'll use 4 cursed dice and 2 of my other normal.
All right, so you got, it looks like 3 successes there?
I got 4 and 8.
4
Oh no, 3.
successes.
3. My bad. I thought I had an additional 9, but I didn't. 3.
So what are you trying to like read the mind, like get a visual? Like what are you trying to accomplish?
Yeah, so I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna reach out and I'm gonna take his hand in mine and just
Mhm.
and he'll just like draw his gaze directly to mine. And it's like, like you can tell us. We understand what you're going through. And in that moment where he hesitates and he thinks through everything he would say, I can just like see everything that he's thinking and seeing.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, so I mean with that you're touching him, which means you could probably dump all of your successes into magnitude there to get like a nice
Mhm.
crystal clear image. Like yeah, you can see like a red aura in this vision of this man's mind. Like he was just fuming and angry, and you see the whole scene play out again, and you just see there's an older gentleman, like a just big tall guy wearing a hat and sunglasses, very expressionless face, holding the hand of this little kid, and this little kid does indeed not look so much like a kid. Like very small and round. The body proportions almost don't seem natural. Has a very strong square jawline, like that of an adult man. Wearing a little spinny rainbow colored hat. blue shorts, with a belt over the waist, and very large feet, like almost like clown shoes. Just giggling and dragging a stick along these cars as the gentleman expressionlessly drags him along the parking lot. Or
Do I
guides him.
recognize either of these people, or
You do
for
not.
what they are? Okay.
That's a good question. Why don't you go ahead and why don't you actually roll me a knowledge plus? Let me look at the skill list here.
Look away.
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll knowledge.
Intuition?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do a knowledge plus intuition. I like that.
Okay. That's just 4 dice. Let's see how I rolled. I got 1 success.
1 success. So that's not going to be enough.
Bummer.
You could, if you wanted to, you can spend either Pantheon dice to change, like, how many numbers did you get there? Did you get close to any numbers?
I got a 6
You got a 6.
and a 5.
With Pantheon dice, you can change a number. So if you wanted to spend a Pantheon dice to up that 6 to a success, you could, and that would give you enough.
All right, I'll do it. Sold.
Cool. Yeah, so you get a look at this guy, and the proportions don't seem right. Like, this doesn't seem like a child, and in fact, it doesn't even seem like a human, as far as you can tell. And you've read lore about creatures like this that are more rotund like that, look almost like babies or children. And also, there is a backpack on this kid's back, and you can see there's like a bulge tucked behind the backpack on this this kid's back. And to you, this looks like it could be a cherub.
Like a cherub or like a cherub?
A cherub.
Cherub.
Is cherub how you say it, or cherub?
If it's
I've
a
always
CH,
said it
like
with a
cherub.
ch sound.
CH, yeah.
CH, ch.
CH, cherub.
Cherubim.
And,
Okay.
yeah, these are small beings that look kind of like babies or children. They've got wings, and they are outsiders.
Are they generally okay? They are outsiders, so they're
Outsiders.
bad in this universe.
Not all outsiders are always bad, but usually they're a bit chaotic.
This one's
the,
at least rude because it
Yeah.
is scratching up a lot of cars.
Yeah. Okay.
So the small creature looks like a cherub. Does the big guy just look like a dude? Just like a human and a cherub? Is that what
He
we're
looks like a human. The dude that's going around looks
Okay.
like a human.
Strange.
Are you sharing this with us, Crystal?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Are you taking like a side conversation?
I'm like, okay, so listen, Larry, I want you to start drafting up your paperwork, okay? And just like leave blank which car we're getting, and I'm gonna talk with them about which car we're gonna bring home, okay?
That would be fantastic. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself, but if you wouldn't mind leaving a good review and just say like Larry helped you find like the vehicle of your dreams, it would go
And
such
I-
a long way for the owner of this establishment.
Oh my god. Yeah, of course. Like,
Who's
I
the owner?
understand.
Who's the owner? Eric.
Eric.
Nelson, yeah.
What?
Eric Nelson.
Isn't this Katria's G. Doyle dealership?
I was bought out a long time ago.
And now someone named some guy named Eric owns it?
Yeah. The Doyle owner moved into some kind of like investigatory work or something, so it got bought out.
All right. That's fun.
Like
Yeah.
All right.
the person who wrote Sherlock Holmes?
It's all coming
some kind of
together.
strange
Chase,
Swedish
I want
lady.
chat to know that Chase texted me earlier today and was like, "What was Constance's last name?" And I was like, "What a weird question."
And then the
It's
use
like
the
Doyle.
name Katrina,
Katrina.
which is extremely close to Katrina from our
And
last
G
one.
for Galen.
From G
It's
for
all
Galen.
coming. As soon as you said investigatory work, I was like, "Oh, there it is."
I understand
okay.
now.
Okay.
All right.
Easter eggs.
Thanks, Chase.
You're welcome.
I don't know who Eric is, but it's fine.
Eric's just some guy who bought the business.
All right.
All right. Well, let's converse.
Yeah, you
Get
go
out
and
of here,
do the
Larry.
paperwork. Get out of here, Larry.
Get out of here, Larry.
Larry's
Oh, you're
excitedly running off to
You're
do the
great.
paperwork.
Okay, so like,
Nerd.
I didn't
So
actually see this thing, just so you know.
Oh, how do you know about it? Was that just like a good guess?
No, I talked to a seagull over there.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, she does. She
Also-
talks to gulls.
I also scratched that car on accident, but I didn't want to
What, you
get in trouble.
scratched? What, the red one?
The truck, yeah.
Oh.
I didn't want to buy a truck.
Yeah, we might
Well-
have to buy a truck. Well,
Why?
look, it's
I
up to
mean,
you. It's your money,
that-
Crystal. You buy whatever car you want.
Yeah, but you know, if I buy a truck, then I have to help everyone I know move.
Right?
You don't have to buy the truck. He thinks it was the little.
Okay,
Weird
speaking
child.
of the little shit,
Yes. So what
it's
is
a
this?
cherub.
Blood, like a little cherub, But if he's coming in here and scratching the cars with a little stick, I mean, is that what's also leading to the cars falling apart? Like, it doesn't seem like much of a correlation, but it'd
I
be
did look at
strange if
most
there
of
was
the
multiple
cars,
things.
and it seemed like they were actually solid. So whatever's
Hey.
going on, it's like, I don't know, something's happening in between purchasing and driving off.
Aye, it looks like it. So is our plan to, like, are we gonna buy a car, drive off, and then see if it falls apart, and just like watch out for any little gremlins and things that people couldn't see because they didn't have cool godly powers? Is that the plan?
Yeah, I think we should take whatever comes over to fuck with my car and we squeeze the information out of it of why they're doing it to this location so that
Alright.
I stop getting bombarded with prayers about how terrible life is for the people that work here.
Well, look, that sounds like a plan. Why don't we grab the car, head over to
Uh-huh.
one of the other locations, and on the way just see if it falls apart, and like keep an eye out as we go for cherubim or seraphim or any other kind of strange angelic monster.
Works for me.
All right.
Noel is smiling eagerly.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
hey,
freaking me
hold on.
out. That's
We should-
really that's
We should probably set some ground rules before we start as to whether or not we want to talk to this thing, because Noel will eat it.
But why don't you just have your snack baby after we get the information we need?
That's fine. I'm not demanding anything.
No,
I'm
I just figured it was
excited
worth a
to
conversation
find-
before we started.
Yeah, I've never tried cherub before. That's all.
I'd also like, I don't know if you should eat it. Like, it looks like a little boy, and I don't know if it has like a soul or anything. So,
They're outsiders. They're gonna have a spark. Do you not know your history? Sorry, Roy.
well, like, okay, I get like an outsider is like some kind of strange creature.
The spark
that was-
is the
that
point.
tries to eat people's souls a little bit, but like, it's also like a little boy with a stick, you know. And sure, he's got a strange jaw. We're all, but that doesn't necessarily mean
And
he's
big
ready
feet.
for eating. Oh, big feet. Well, in that case, just chow down. Like what?
Get him.
All right. Well,
Disgusting.
let's buy a car. Let's get out of here,
Get this
let's
little
go
hobbit
see-
man.
and let's eat a hobbit later when our wheels fall off.
Fantastic. All right. Larry comes excitedly coming out with the paperwork, and you guys do the very, very fun process of purchasing a vehicle. And as the gods and goddesses fill out their paperwork, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a quick break. So
What an
we're gonna-
exhilarating cliffhanger.
I know, right? Which model will they buy? Awesome. Yeah, thanks for hanging
How
around,
many
everybody.
years of insurance will we have? What's the warranty gonna cover?
We'll go over all those exciting details and more when we get back. So stick around. We'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes, and we will see you guys shortly. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for hanging around, giving us a quick break. We are going back to the car lot where the gods and goddesses are buying a car. So, Crystal, what model did you settle on?
Yes, thank you for asking. I got a baby blue, very old, like Volkswagen Bug.
Nice.
Awesome. I love that.
Did you guys-
How classy.
At the end of the 2000s, do you guys have like the same smart car wave going around? Like 2007, I feel like everyone in the world was like, let's all buy smart cars. You know, those little two-seater, tiny little guys that they look like the Fisher Price fake red and
Yeah.
yellow cars.
Like they look like
Uh-huh.
toasters. And,
Yeah. Can we get a smart car?
We could, but I think
There
it
are
only
three of
fits
us,
two
though.
people.
We can squeeze in.
Better than a moped. It is the next
Better than a
upgrade.
moped. That's what they
It's,
say.
it's about the same carbon imprint, so.
Yeah.
That's
I think it's
hilarious.
the same engine.
Fantastic. All right, yeah. So you get all the paperwork wrapped up with Larry. He is so very excited. He just looks like he just won the Super Bowl when he finishes signing all the paperwork. Shakes your hands. You're not going to regret it. It's going to be a good vehicle. Now, you know how to take care of your vehicle?
I do, but
Oh,
just
you
in
do?
case I don't, why don't we spend about an hour with you explaining it in detail to me right now?
No, let's not do that. I think we should go.
Oh, that reminds me. Everybody needs to take a free time for this scene. And
Easy.
for the last scene at Moonbucks. So
That's
total
two
of 2 free time
times.
down. Where does that put everybody at?
I've got 3 out of my 5 free time.
I
Okay.
only have one left, so
What?
Okay. Noel's getting that low on the free time.
I've got
Fantastic.
2.
You've got 2. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so Larry goes over the basics. Just be real careful driving it out. I don't know what those reviews are. I think it's just a bunch of hoaxes. We talked about it. You weren't there, Noel. We've had a bit of review bombing, but I've test driven these vehicles myself and I haven't had any problems. So
All right,
I can
yeah, it's
assure
all right.
you it's going to be fine.
Well, we'll see. We might get attacked by a small child, but that's all right. We'll take it out. We'll go.
Yeah, it can't guarantee anything against that kid, I guess, but
All right.
hey, you all have been wonderful. Remember, leave your reviews. Leave it for the business. Leave it for Larry. I'd appreciate it.
Wonderful.
Well.
Well, don't forget, Larry, whenever you are having a rough day, help's only a prayer away.
Didn't you do this because you didn't
Oh.
want them to pray so much?
Yeah.
Tell him never to pray again.
But
Tell him
hopefully
prayer
you won't
doesn't
have any
work.
problems. Ever.
Yeah, that means a lot. I'm glad a fellow religious is getting in the car. All right, well, drive safe, and I hope to see y'all again soon for your next vehicle needs.
All right. Hopefully, we don't see you for a long time, Larry.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
this car will be so good. And it'll,
Unless you want the upgrade.
we discussed this while we were off air doing the paperwork. We don't want the upgrade, Larry. We'll never want the upgrade.
All right. Well, just keep me in mind. Tell your friends.
All right.
All right. He'll go stand back at the door and wave you guys off. And what are you guys doing?
I think the plan is we drive off to the next one. We drive to Stick the Landing, and we just see if the car breaks on the way. We just keep an eye out to see if there's a little gremlin attacking it.
Okay. Awesome.
Are we happy with this? Is this a good plan? If there's something more
sorry.
proactive you'd
And
like to do.
Em and I are just laughing about something that has nothing to do with what we're doing. Good
It
plan.
completely derailed my
Move
entire brain,
forward.
but I do think it's a good plan and we should do it.
Good.
All right.
I'll bid farewell to my fellow religious and we can go.
You mocking me?
Yeah.
Sure. Never do such a thing to the person who holds the most power in the game.
Oh, man. Listen, it's a good way to put it, all right?
Okay. If you say so, sir.
Okay. So you guys load up in this car and you're heading off to Stick the Landing, correct?
Yeah, let's go to Stick the Landing.
We are
Awesome.
going with the intention to stick the landing and also going to the physical place, stick the landing.
We're gonna
Yes.
stick the landing at Dash Mobile.
Love it. All right. So, you guys take off in this car. This thing is driving very smooth. It's got all the latest features. It's nice. It's clean. You spent 5 wealth on this. Did you get the luxury version or did you get the
thought it was a-
junker version?
Oh yeah. Was it a 4 wealth or a 5 wealth buy, Crystal?
It's a 5 wealth.
Okay, then it does have all the latest features and it's clean and
Yeah.
it's comfortable and it's great. Much better than the Uber car that drove you over. And
I want to keep my eyes peeled for any cherubic activity. Or
any cherubic activity. Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and roll me a perception
Okay.
plus speed?
ooh,
See if you can catch those cherubs.
Catch
I'm pretty good at speed.
Oops.
The goddess of speed thought she was good, but I don't know. I'm pretty fast. That's 6
Yeah,
dice.
she has
for
a lot
me.
of birds though.
Aha!
She's got a cockatiel.
I will use 1 Pantheon dice just to even it out.
All
That
right, you
seems
got it.
nice. Let's see here.
Ooh,
1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
4 successes. All right.
Yes.
You guys are pulling out of the parking lot, the car lot, and there's a sewer cover just right on the way out of this parking lot. And Noel, it's very subtle, but you feel like you see tiny little green fingers and little tiny beady eyes peeking up from underneath that sewer cover.
We've driven over it, or we're about to drive over
You're
it?
about to
Or-
drive over it.
Oh, he's gonna
Stop.
jump out.
I slam the brake.
Okay.
Immediately,
slam the-
without hesitation, like we're slammed against our seatbelts. It digs that line into our necks and just like.
Okay, yeah, screeches to a halt, and you can see like the cover like shrinks down just a tiny bit, but you still see the eyes there watching.
Okay, don't act weird about it, but just
Don't act weird. We
act
just
like-
stopped the car in the middle
Look
of
at-
the road.
Roy, Drew, whatever your name is right now,
My
look
name
at
is
me.
Andrew. You know my name.
I know, but you were going by Roy, and it was weird.
It was just like
but
a
I was
bit,
trying to be
'cause we were-
respectful because we're
No,
friends or
don't
whatever.
respect the
Listen.
bit.
Okay, there's a sewer grate over there. Don't all look at it at once, otherwise it's gonna blow our cover. But there's
Right.
our little friend is over there.
Ooh, Will's
So
down there.
if you want this car wrecked, I guess we could drive over it.
Will stash.
I thought
I'm
that was
just
gonna be
picturing
just
that
for the chat.
old man just like
His earphone coming in.
Where'd they go without me?
So sad that he was left in a hospital and he's just following us.
Right.
okay.
So what do we do?
yeah.
Do we
Well,
like,
we
get
could-
out and
We could drive over it and then it'll probably jump into the engine and like wreck everything, but we'll catch it. Or
So you're like fast and whatever. Why don't you just like go over and grab it?
okay, I just wanted to like tell you guys before I just leaped
No,
out of a
that's good.
moving vehicle.
Hey,
No,
listen,
very
babes.
good.
I slammed on the brakes on a single word from you. You can do basically anything you want, and I'm just gonna vibe with it.
I mean that's
Hmm.
good. But do you want to like jump out of the car and grab it or something?
Yeah, could you like drive?
I'm gonna just pretend that I'm like looking at a map, but I'm just gonna open like this really
Yeah,
ridiculously big map.
Yeah, trick the little
Who
cherry.
uses the map in 2023?
I'm hoping outsiders don't think of
Okay,
such
no,
things.
no,
James.
grab the car manual.
manual.
You know? Yeah.
With the manual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we're trying to turn on the radio or something. You know, it's a new car. Like trying to
Okay.
program the clock and stuff.
I need to get sync going on my Sirius radio, whatever
we've
they
had to
call
pull,
that.
We've had to pull the car over because it's one of
Okay.
those new cars where there's
You can see in the
radio
rear view mirror.
Bluetooth with your phone unless you're not moving.
Mhm.
Exactly.
You can see Larry's running up across the parking lot. Like he's a ways off. You can see the rearview mirror. He's running to see what's going on.
Oh,
Let's-
crap. Go
All right,
fast.
Terminator
fine. Just
2.
drive slowly, like next to the grate.
Here
I'm
we
gonna have the
go.
door unlocked, Chase, and like I'm like at the ready. I just want to like it's holding on. It's like pushing the grate up.
Yeah, like you can see little green fingers. It does not look like a cherub. It looks kind of like a goblin puck.
Oh. Interesting. Okay.
Grab it.
Yeah, I want to grab it as we go by. I want to try to grab it.
Okay, so you're gonna try like what? Like you're gonna try to lean out of the car and snatch it?
Yeah, I'll tumble out of the car if I have to, but
Okay.
my preference, ideal plan is I'm just shoving the door open and I'm just like grabbing its arm as we go by. We're
Okay.
driving slow. I told Crystal to drive kind of slow, so we're not like going 60 miles an hour past this grate.
Yeah, I like it. All right, this is gonna be. I think this is gonna be probably an athletics plus speed.
That's what I was hoping you'd say. All right, that's 7 dice.
And if
for
anybody
me.
wants to put a Pantheon dice, who's driving?
Crystal.
I think Crystal's
It's her
driving.
car.
I'm driving. It's my
Crystal, I
car.
don't know how your travel is, but if you want to spend a Pantheon dice, you can contribute to aid with a travel check to try to help with your driving.
You're part of our pantheon. You can't use our dice.
I'm reminding you guys, if you want additional people to contribute
Right,
to the check, you
right.
can spend Pantheon.
Are you good at travel, Crystal?
Let me look. I'm looking. I have +2.
Sure. I mean, I guess that won't hurt. It's 2
I'll
more
spend
dice.
a Pantheon dice.
And then
What?
Andrew, if you have anything you want to throw in, you can also do another Pantheon dice to contribute.
Do we
Need
need
self-protection.
one for the first help?
So if you want it to be an addition, yes. If you want to just tag team a skill with 2 of you, where each of you rolls one side of the check, you don't have to. But if you want her to roll her athletics plus speed plus add travel,
I see.
Yeah. I think I'm okay without Andrew.
I just
I'm
trust
at 9 dice right
You
now.
don't need my help.
So
You're fine.
Ooh.
You're the greatest goblin grabber in this car. And I know that because I'm the god of awards. If I had to give an award for greatest goblin grabber, you'd get the gold. You have a gold in goblin grabbing.
okay, Roy, Andrew, let me focus.
No.
funny enough, you could manifest that.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
Successes.
4 is what we were looking for, and you got that. So
Oh,
Double
can I boost?
10s.
yeah, you do get a boost.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, you got how many?
okay.
7?
I just counted
You
it and
got
I forgot.
6,
I got
thought.
1, 2,
6.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6.
Yeah, you
Okay,
get
is that
And I
with
needed how many?
You needed
4.
4, so not quite. Not quite a boost.
Actually, can
Did I
I?
need to roll my travel?
fragment?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
roll travel. You could maybe give me one more.
It's thinking. It's thinking.
Ooh, 2
That's
successes.
2 more. Nice. Okay.
That is a boost.
That is a boost. Excellent. Then I want to. Do we want to? Okay. Do we want this to be subtle, you guys, so that our friend Larry doesn't notice, doesn't like register that Noel just grabbed something out of his sewer crate, or do we want this? Do we want me to like deal damage to this puck?
I think because we used a Pantheon die to get this boost, you should use this boost to get us back a Pantheon die.
That is also an option.
Just make the whole thing
Oh.
useless. Just a whole
Okay.
pointless endeavor.
There is an extra info thing, Chase. Is
Mhm.
there any way I could twist that in this
I'll let you hold
situation?
on to that. Yeah.
Okay, I want to do that then. I want this puck to be so scared that like when we move into information gathering, maybe we can get extra from it. Is that cool with you guys?
Yeah.
All right. I'll do that.
All right.
Yeah, so Noelle just like we're kind of slowly going, and she acts like the door just isn't quite closed. You know how you'll like open it and shut it real quick. So she just does that, but just like her hand shoots down and just wrenches this puck up into like across her body into the middle seat, and as she shuts the door.
Yeah. As you guys start driving again, you see Larry slow down and kind of like, whew. And he waves you off as you guys go driving off. And as you yank this little goblin puck into the car, and it's I think I still have the art for one of these. Let's put it up again, just so we can look at this beautiful, beautiful face. You got this thing in the car. It's wrestling back. It's trying to get away. It's not very strong, but it's like very agile. Like you got to get a really good grip on it, or you feel like it's just gonna slip away in an instant. But then it looks up at you, Noelle, and sees who grabbed it, and it just looks terrified. It's you! It's the Beaky Devourer!
I smile. Oh, good. You know me. I'm glad I don't have to waste time explaining myself then, and explaining exactly what will happen if you don't cooperate.
You ate my cousin!
Hey,
Okay.
no, look, this is what I'm saying. They sound like real people with souls and dreams.
Andrew, I
What
don't
kind
think we
of
have a lot
demon
of
has a
time.
cousin?
Why don't we just ask the questions?
What questions?
Are you like ruining cars from this dealership for some reason?
Yeah, what's it to you?
Why?
I'm not telling.
Hit him or eat an arm or whatever.
All right, yeah, do you want to
You-
rethink that?
You can spend the boost on this if you would like.
Okay, yeah, I just say, oh, well, that's too bad for you. I'm pretty hungry. I haven't eaten all day. And
Yeah,
I'll
no,
start to
no.
like I'm gonna eat him. Okay.
All right, wait, no, I'll talk. Fine, I'll talk. I got hired. All right.
You know, do goblins have an entire society with money and wealth as well? I'm just
No,
saying, it
not
doesn't
to-
feel like we should eat these people. They seem like
Andrew,
Like,
I
got a
am
whole
not
thing
debating
going
the
on.
ethics of what happened at the beach. Can we please
Okay.
focus?
All right, sorry. Who hired you?
I'd rather not talk about the top, but I'll talk about the middle.
All right, we'll work our way to the top. Who's in the middle?
I'm working for some cherub.
Are you working for a cherub? Does he have a little funny hat on?
Sometimes.
Okay, all right. So he's been hired by a cherub. This
You're
is
gonna let me go,
strange.
right?
Why does the cherub care about
Yeah, what's
this
up?
place?
I don't know. He thinks it's funny. He's gonna watch. He's gonna be just up ahead. He's gonna be watching the whole
He's up,
thing.
he's up ahead.
Couple
Bird.
blocks.
If you
Whereabouts
point him
is he
out to
leading?
us, I might think about letting you go.
I'll
You
we'll
gotta promise.
definitely let you
You
go.
promise, and I'll point you to him.
I heard that.
Well,
Hey, Noel, I think that you've tasted goblin before and you haven't tasted cherub before, so it could be a fair trade.
now, Crystal, you don't need to manipulate her. I'm just
I'm
going to say,
not
Noel,
manipulating
please
her.
don't
I'm
eat
trying-
this goblin.
Listen,
I mean,
I'm not mindless, you guys. I can
Exactly, that's what I'm
recognize
saying.
a
I'm
fair
asking
deal.
you, please, like, let's do this.
Fine.
Wait, let's do
Alright.
what? Let's eat me. Don't eat me.
No, goblin, don't listen to your tormentors. What I'm saying is, we'll let you go if you tell us where the cherub is.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I mean, he normally comes running up when I start the wreck, but I'll usually try to. Well, I got some cool tools to like redirect the car up north, so I'll usually put him up north. But you're
Alright,
already
let's-
going north, so it works out.
Yeah, all right, good. And also, stop destroying all the cars. That's the other condition. for
Yeah, the other part of this
merc-
promise.
I'm done. I'm out of the business after today.
Hey,
Changed my entire life. I saw it flash before my eyes. I'm done.
okay. And also, kill the Goblin King for us.
No, I know the Goblin King's
Oh,
amazing.
come on. Just like assassinate the Goblin King from
Do
the
you know the
inside.
Goblin King?
Do you know the
I
Goblin
love the
King?
Goblin King. Who doesn't?
Oh, we didn't. Until
Don't
we
kill the
were-
Goblin King. He's great to us. What kind of monsters are you? Why do you hate goblins?
No, now
I just want to
listen.
point out that I am not associated with this situation. And
Listen.
2 blocks
Goblin.
is going really fast, so I'm just gonna start swerving, okay?
Goblin. we're also under someone else's control. This Crystal lady, she's the real ringleader.
Oh.
She's gonna kill our families if we don't kill the Goblin King. It's all Crystal.
He starts
She's the evil
crying.
one.
Over my head. The sheriff's right
So
over there. Look, he's
Goblin.
hiding in the bushes.
Okay,
I
I'm
just
gonna throw him
swerving.
out the window.
Hey, bye, Goblin.
You throw him out the window. Okay.
Yeah, as soon as he tells us where the cherub is, I'll just throw him out the
Yeah,
window.
he pointed
Yeah,
it out.
He goes flinging out the window like a green blob, and as soon as he touches pavement, it's like a blur of green light. He just dashes away. And yeah, you can see up ahead. Surely enough, you can see behind some bushes. You can see a little twirly helicopter hat poking up above some bushes.
Not a very stealthy cherub, is he?
Can I make it look like the car is going out of control and spin it towards this bush? And then so it lands where the door can swing right open and Noel will just be there by the bush.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
this
Somebody
is so
else.
cool.
Somebody else for some Fast and Furious stunt driving, and this will be it.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, do you guys want to tag team this check,
Yeah,
or you want
I
to?
can help. I've got 3 in travel. If that is, I don't know, travel in what speed?
So
or-
I think that travel will have to be rolled by Crystal because she's driving.
Okay, that makes sense.
But you could do
Would- do
speed.
you
at
feel
the-
speed?
yeah.
Okay, that's
What are you
fine.
trying to accomplish after you get out of the car?
Well, okay, to add on to Crystal's
Dinner?
vision here, I think more like I want to like get on top of the cherub before it even really has a chance to like register that its plan didn't or like it didn't go according to plan. Sorry, I just hit my mic twice on accident. So basically I want to like get the element of surprise and like yeah. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. So yeah, why don't you go ahead and roll speed? And
Okay.
you can roll travel, Crystal.
Just travel.
Mm-hmm.
This is only 2 dice.
That's okay. I'm rolling 4.
6 is a pretty
Speed.
good pool.
Okay, there's 1 success, Crystal.
I got 1. Yeah.
I
Somebody
got
was
1
rolling
success
D8s
as
if you want
well.
to roll better.
Oh, that was me. But I still got a 7.
You're
Yeah.
not gonna.
That's pretty good for D8s.
All right.
There
Okay.
we go.
There
All
we
right.
go.
The 1 success.
Still got the 1 success.
So that's
Cool.
2 successes.
2 total. Okay, yeah. So you go swinging up next to these bushes, and you're like just popping out right in front of this kid.
Yeah, I kind of want to like tumble out of the door. You know, like I open
Like a
it right at the
clown.
right time. Yep, exactly like a clown. No, I want to like roll and like be. I want to like Black Widow superhero land
Mhm.
in front of this cherub.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah. You go rolling out in front of this cherub. You drive the car perfectly, Crystal. You go sliding up so she has perfect lineup for it. And as you tumble out of the car in front of this kid who just has very strong jaw, the spinny
Chase,
hat,
listen.
big bushy red eyebrows.
I'm considering eating this creature, so I really need you to stop calling it a kid.
Okay,
This child,
this-
you can
it's-
see in his
it's
eyes
not.
his hopes and his dreams.
this cherub.
The window above, you see his mother looking down, saying, "Don't get hurt playing out there, little Johnny."
So when you roll out in front of him, he tumbles back and just starts cracking up. Oh man, you just flew right out of your car, lady. What, did it break?
I want to tackle him. I want to just like,
Let's go.
yeah, I want to tackle him and pin him to the ground. Question,
Okay.
apprehend first, questions second.
Okay. Yeah. This will be. I mean, these are going to be your successes for the tag team, right? So you can totally tackle him.
Oh, okay, cool. I just want to have it so he can't
Hey,
get
what
away.
the hell are you doing? You can't assault a kid. What? Don't
You're-
beat me up. I'm just laughing at you.
You're not a kid, and so you can stop pretending. It's a really weird and obnoxious act.
What makes you think that? Leave me alone, lady. I'm gonna call my mom.
Okay, go ahead.
The window comes down. Hey, Noel, do you like when I put him in the car and we can like take this on the road before someone thinks like there's assault happening on a kid?
Fine.
Yeah, I
Like a little
got.
to-go meal.
I know
Right.
lawyers.
Can I
Wait,
pick him
to
up?
go,
Is
Bill.
he small? I guess he's a child. It's child-sized. So yeah, can I pick him up?
He weighs
yeah.
200 kilos. The densest child you've ever seen.
Maybe. I don't know. Cherubs are weird.
Cherubs are weird.
They can fly, can't they? Normally, he probably has hollow bones.
are so.
Oh yeah.
strong.
Does he? I assume he probably doesn't have visible wings right now.
No, but like as you're tackling him, like you can feel like stuffed feathers like on the back of his shirt as you're grappling him. So I mean,
Ooh,
it
really a
checks
bird.
out to be a cherub. But Noel, as you're tackling him, you've got a good grip on him. But I do need you to pick me. We're not gonna go into full blown initiative because you did get a pretty good surprise. But I would like you to roll your quick and standard defense really quick,
Roll my defense.
or choose your
Oh,
quick
choose.
and standard defense. Yep.
I guess for my quick defense catch.
Yeah.
I guess that's sort of like the way it's phrased. It's mostly catching an object, but I want to catch like in case he gets out of my grip and starts trying to fly. So that's sort of
Mhm.
my quick defense, and then
Sure.
standard, I think, is run for cover. Not really from the cherub, but from like anyone else that might be observing.
Okay. Sure.
Does this make sense?
Yeah, I like it. And then, yeah, why don't you go ahead? Why don't you roll me your run for cover?
Okay. Intuition and speed.
Two
Five
successes.
You got 2 successes?
Oh, wait, what?
I got
Didn't
2
you get
successes.
a?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that was Chase.
I was like, I didn't even roll it yet. What's happening?
Roll d20s. Get lots of successes.
1, 2. I got 2.
You got 2 successes?
I want to use the Pantheon dice to bump that 6 up to a 7 to get 3.
You can also
Okay.
use
It won't do
fragments,
anything
right?
for you. So I'll let you know that.
Okay,
You
never
already
mind.
met it.
Then. I'll just.
So as you're grabbing him and you're wrestling him towards the car, you can see he grabs something. He's able to free his hand just enough to grab something out of his back pocket, and he tries to stab you with it, but you're able to catch it. He pulls a little arrow out of his back pocket. Got a red tip on it. He's trying to stab you with it, but he can't quite get you.
Whoa.
Are we gonna fall in love?
Oh my gosh. Can I try one last thing as I'm dragging him to the car? I'd like to do a manifestation.
Yeah.
I want to banish his wings
Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
for a time. Okay. That's beckon and
That's a cool creative solution. I like it.
beckon and influence. Okay, that's 4 dice. I'll go ahead and I guess I'll see what I get success-wise, but I'm willing to use a fragment here. If I need to. I got 2 successes.
2 successes.
So,
So
wait,
you're
where are the
touching
rest
him
of them?
already.
Yes.
You just need 1 target. And then
Yeah.
trigger. Yeah.
I guess duration. I'll spend
Yeah.
1 for the scene.
Okay.
And then I guess just could I do modifier? Like it's a penalty for him to get away?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. That's what I want to do.
So just if he tries to, do you want to do the vague if he tries to escape, or do you want to make a specific skill?
Speed, I guess. How about
Yeah.
to speed?
I like
So
it.
yeah, a penalty to speed and for this scene. So his wings
Okay.
are gone.
Love it. All right. Yeah, so you do that. He looks super confused. He looks back. What the hell? You do that? Was that you?
I just chuckle
Oh, shit.
and
Are
I
you
throw
gods?
him in the car.
Yeah, he goes rolling back there with an oof. He's like real awkward it looks like he's trying to flutter with his wings, but he's just wiggling his shoulders. Okay, come on now. We can talk this out. Just
All right. I clipped his wings,
I
so he
peel
shouldn't
away.
get to go anywhere.
We're going on a high speed away.
Andrew, you can start asking questions or whatever.
Hey, little guy, what are you doing?
What am I doing?
What are
Listen,
you doing?
it was just a bit of fun, guys. All right, just
No,
a prank.
Hey, listen. It's not a prank. It's not a prank. I know you're having your fun. You're a little cherub. You're out in the town. You think, oh, I'll do a little. But people have been really hurt by this. Have you seen Larry, the guy who runs that place?
Oh,
doesn't want
Larry's
it,
some
like,
human
no,
garbage.
Hey, listen, cherub. You're having your fun, but people they're really hurting because of this, and you have to stop.
All right, let's have you go ahead and roll. Let's roll for this. Let's see how well you suit this
Is there a
situation.
guilt skill?
I think there would be influence would be the main skill,
Yeah.
and then I'll let you choose the second skill. Feels maybe kind of like empathy here, but
It
I'll
does
let
feel like
you choose
influence
the-
empathy. But I don't. Is it empathy? I don't really want him to be. I'm not trying to be empathetic to his plight. I'm just trying to make him empathetic to mine.
Are you trying to inspire empathy in him?
Yeah, good point. Let's go influence empathy, which is 4 dice together.
Excellent.
So I can roll those. Maybe chuck in a pantheon or 2. Or no, maybe I'll just if I need it, I'll use a fragment because you got them. Got them. May as well use them. So I'll roll 4 d10s and we'll see if I need to add them. Yeah, that got me no successes. So why don't I use a fragment to a skill check to just add 3 successes? I'm going to exert some godly power here.
I love it.
Use one of the fragments of my spark, the essence of my power and godhood, to make this guy feel a bit bad about being rude to people.
All right, yeah, I love it. Yeah, so you do that, and he almost looks a little awestruck with you for a moment. Man, I haven't actually ever seen one of your kind alive. Yeah, I kind of get it. I kind of get it.
That's right. Now listen.
All right. Listen. I can kind of stop, man, but I got responsibilities given to me. I like you kind of share a spark. All right.
And who gave you these responsibilities? What, to be rude to people who want to buy cars?
Listen, hear me out. One diplomacy to another, all right? If I tell you that, then I put my own life in danger. So, listen, I can pay you guys off. You got somebody you fancy? I can make them fall in love with you. I got that capability.
Listen here, you insidious scrotum.
This is the bad cop.
Whoa. Who's that?
This is bad cop.
And I turn and I look at him, and I'm not looking at the road, and I'm driving very, very fast down the street towards the next location.
Listen, my people might have sabotaged this car. You might want to be careful.
No, you pay attention to me. Before this car comes apart at the seams, you're creating problems for me. And if you don't want to be nice because Andy here asked you very nicely, then I will be the one that fixes the problem.
Oh, you better be careful, man. I can't stop her when she gets like this. She gets crazy sometimes.
Awesome. Do you have a role in mind here or a manifestation or anything, or you're just trying to generally be scary?
I think that I could maybe do a manifestation. Do you have a recommendation for me of that? I'm not hyper familiar with them yet, but I
Smite.
can
Kill.
Yeah, I mean, you are... You could try to summon some service, right? That could possibly be a good beckon. I don't know. Or you could bestow him with an aspect of your domain. You could use a minion.
Is there a skill that where are your points at the moment in your
My points at the moment are really big into influence and like fighting, might, tech, stuff like that.
Do you have your manifest skills?
My manifest skills are pretty big into like shaping, oracle, puppetry. I have a little in minion.
Because puppetry feels reasonable if you're trying to
I want to
manipulate, take like something like that.
Listen, you just went bad cop. You're being kind of like a Karen, so to speak. You could transfer your customer service attitude into him.
Yeah, that's true. Let's do that. That sounds great.
Transfer is great. Puppetry.
Okay, puppetry plus tech. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
That is 5 dice. I'm gonna use some curse dice. I'm gonna use 2 curse dice.
Just cursing us. Don't appear on our stream as a guest and then curse us. You don't have to deal with the future implications of these curses.
I know, this was so fun. Okay, I got 2 successes in that only. Oh no, 3. I got a 7.
You got a 7. Okay.
Is that enough?
I mean, so a manifestation, if you get at least 1, you can succeed. So now you choose the measures, right? So you have 3 successes to work with.
Mm-hmm.
So are you touching him at all?
No, I'm driving. I don't think it makes sense that I'd be touching him.
Okay, excellent. So 1's going to go into range. So he's near you. And then...
maybe the other 2 into magnitude?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I like that.
Change.
Yeah, a small change would probably be enough because he's already kind of on the fence from Bill's or from Andrew's diplomacy. Good cop, bad cop.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew softened him up and now you're giving him full... He wants to be helpful. I like it. All right, and the curse has been noted. All right. Okay, listen. I'm seeing things in a new light. I don't know if it's the violence or the kind words or the mean words, but what do you need from me? I can stop. You want to know where it came from?
I need to know why you're messing with these places. I need to know that you are never going to do it again. Do you even understand the implications and the stress that you're putting on poor people who are just trying to do their job, and you're making it impossible for them to do it?
Okay, well, listen. I ate a spark, all right? I was fed a spark, I should say. Like a bit of one. The god of mischief.
Goblin King?
Well, not directly by him, but it came from him.
The god of mischief?
He's dishing it out to us outsiders. He's giving us a taste of what all you can do. All right, it's not fair. We come here, we
Power
crave
without
those
the
spots.
responsibility sickens me.
But it is the responsibility, isn't it? Like if I'm now partly the god of mischief, don't I gotta cause some mischief? What are you the god of?
That's not
God of
an appropriate
Nanya.
question. Yeah, exactly. Look, so you've gained power from the god of mischief. So like, just cause some different mischief. This isn't mischief. This is.
Well, I've caused a lot of mischief, right? I broke down
Alright,
the
then
cars.
you've done your job.
I've been making people's food disappear at some crappy restaurant.
Hey, what
You'd
about
be doing the
Dash?
whole
What are you
thing.
doing there?
Well, nobody needs another cell phone company. Come on.
Speaking of food.
Oh, okay, no, okay, all right. This is our looming deadline here. So just be careful. Don't look too tasty as you're talking to us.
At any point, Chase, if you want me to roll that self-control roll, just let me know.
Please do right now, actually.
Oh, okay. Chat,
Max,
I
I'm
have
gonna-
a curse, unceasing appetite, and
I'm gonna spend 2 cursed dice to give you -2 to it.
Rude.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Was that
Look,
for
if you
me?
ain't our problem is
Fortitude,
solved, but I have a separate solution.
Did I do that?
Oh no,
Yeah,
yours
I
is
think
noted
that-
elsewhere. I took the
Okay.
last of the 2
Oh.
cursed pool.
Fortitude and
Did
discipline.
I
Oh,
do
I'm
that?
rolling 1 dice with that -2 penalty.
Believe in
Nice.
yourself. You got a
Alright.
you got a 40% chance.
You'll be fine.
Don't
No.
eat the kid.
She's
I
not
got a
fine.
3.
You're gonna eat.
All of the, I guess. What do I do? Can I eat a part of him? Or
What does your
just,
ability say?
Basically, I just I am actively resisting the urge to eat a thing that whenever faced with a chance to eat something they've never eaten before, the god is urged by their inner demons to take it. This could involve, and they give examples.
Sounds like you're gonna eat him.
Yeah, I don't think you have to eat the whole thing.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah. All right then. Yeah, I don't retain my self-control. So I think you guys are talking and like Noelle's trying, she's like feeling this and she's trying to like okay, like hurry up, hurry up. And then finally she just like snaps and she just like grabs the cherub and just like chomps down on, I don't know, his arm.
Yeah,
What
why
the
don't you
hell are you doing? This is ridiculous.
roll me a fight plus
What?
fortitude to see how much damage you do to him?
Okay.
I was gonna suggest
Noelle!
a whole new course of
I
action.
know that she's like a filthy little shit kicker, but really?
I had like a plan here, Noel. What are you doing?
1, 2. I do
scared.
so much. I do so much.
You've
I
killed
rolled
this
so
little thing.
bad. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I rolled 6 dice and I got 6 successes.
Don't you know cherubs have their hearts in their arms?
I think Noelle is like in full. She's like in animal mode right now. Like she just gives in, and you guys are like shouting. Like Andrew, maybe you're trying to like push her off or
Yeah,
something.
I'm
Like,
climbing
and
into the back of the
she's
car.
just like,
Hey, what are you doing?
she tells herself she's just gonna eat. She's just gonna taste the cherub. Like that's all. But then it's really good. Like the leftover spark of the god and like everything, and she's not tried this before, and yeah, she just like eats more than she intended to.
So as you start chomping, the cherub doesn't bleed. It starts bleeding wisps of cloud. And as you take that last delicious bite, he's screaming, "Why? I was being so agreeable!"
You were
And the
being
last
so
chomp you
agreeable.
take, he explodes and just a cloud fills the back seat.
Crystal is pulling over the car.
Noelle is just like sitting in the back, like eyes closed, just like you do after you've had like a really good meal. It's like she's just leaned back. She looks completely blissful.
The side door is yanked over next to you. Out of my car. Both of you.
No,
no.
that's very fair. That's
Get out.
100% completely all right. Yep, I'm getting it out. Well,
What ability do I have, Chase?
You
Wings?
gained a permanent ability
A permanent ability?
to spend a shard to use an ability called the Look of Love. And you can make somebody fall in love with you and get a level 1 condition of in love.
Whoa. Okay, that's crazy. All right. I will... Wait, I gain the condition or they gain the condition?
You can give them a level 1 condition of in love with spending a fragment.
Okay. Crystal's screaming at me, and I just like, I'm still in like just like a fog and like absorbing this new energy, and I just like, I slowly look over to Crystal, and I want to use this ability.
All right, let's go over. So you spend that fragment. Let's go over a couple things here. Number 1,
Okay.
Crystal.
Yeah.
You are aware with the Society of Gods that what just happened, she's a puck eater. You probably didn't know that ahead of time, but puck eaters are like an entire order of people. Like they eat things. They get it because they're notoriously just ravenous with wanting to eat things. Number 2, you got the check on Cherubs earlier, right? You're the one who succeeded the knowledge on those.
Yeah.
You know that Cherub's not dead, but it's now banished to its home plane for a year. They don't ever die.
I guess
So
it's a little better, but
Yeah,
still.
it's now in like a 1-year timeout, pretty much. And then number 3 with conditions.
I did you a favor, if anything.
With conditions, you as a god, if you want to spend a fragment, you can clear a condition, but there's nothing you can do to resist at least this happening briefly.
No, that's fine.
If 4 condition slots, this will take one of them.
I have 0 fragments.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm going to be in love forever.
Conditions clear eventually.
Okay.
I guess player M, are you okay with this?
Oh, absolutely.
happening to Crystal?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
she's
I think she like
mid-insult.
does it almost unintent. Like it's just like she's just sort of feeling out her new power and just sort of triggers this on Crystal.
And
Yeah,
what does it do? She's infatuated?
Yeah, so mechanically, like you're not like controlled or anything like that. You're just gonna feel a strong sense of emotional and physical attraction to Noel all of a sudden.
Okay, perfect. So I think like she was in the middle of like berating, like, you didn't have to send him away. You can't believe you did this without asking, and like just like kind of slows to a stop. And how dare you be so bewitching while doing it all? That is so... I can't even handle being near you right now because I'm just starting to get sweaty and weird, and I would like you to get out of my new car, please. Unless you have somewhere you want me to take you, and then I could do that, but I think we need some space.
You're immediately breaking up with me.
Hey, Crystal, please. Like, I think that may have solved. That sounded like it might solve your issues for the moment. So, I don't agree with how it happened, but at least in the future, it does look like things will be better in this area for you.
I guess
I don't
I'll
think
tell...
clouds leave a stain if it makes you feel any
And
better.
clouds don't leave a stain.
Stain on my mind. Can never unsee that shit.
Like the great poet Robert Burns said.
Are you sure
Clouds don't
you
leave a
want to
stain.
unsee that?
She like just like gets kind of like put on the spot and deer in the headlights as she stares at your face, just absolutely blissful. I will tell Alma that you solved the issue effectively. But yeah, where can I drop you off? I'm gonna drop you guys off somewhere, and then we're done.
Let's go a little north. I have some business to attend to, just a little bit up the road from here.
Is that good for you, Noel? North?
A car pulls over next to you guys. Excuse me, I think your back seat is smoking. You need help?
No, it's all right. Clouds don't leave a stain.
Do I know this person?
No, it's just some random passerby.
Wow, so considerate and kind, but there's just a smoke show back here, and everything's fine.
Thank you,
okay.
sir.
That
God,
sounds...
I'm a firefighter. I know my way around a flaming car.
Oh, thank you for your service, and he'll wait.
Mention
He'll
it.
keep driving.
See you later. Sir.
You can just take me wherever Andrew's going.
Yeah,
I've got other
I
stuff
got
to
get
do.
to an apartment. I got to scare a kid. A real
Okay,
kid this time.
I'm gonna get in the car, like start it up again, and then kind of clear my throat after a moment of quiet. So, are you guys like dating, or what's the vibe here?
Just right, Crystal.
Fantastic. And as you drive off to wherever they're being dropped off at, that feels like a good exit point for this session.
Oh wait, no! Just before we finish the session.
Oh,
the
yes.
only last thing I need to do. We
Mhm.
arrive just north of Jane's Crafton Stationery, and I sit and I see. I get out of the car outside of an apartment building, and I look up at the window. 4th floor, where there's a teen sitting at his desk. There's a 1/4 finished science project sitting on his desk, and he's just like he's playing Tears of the Kingdom, because what else would he be doing?
Not a science project.
Exactly. And I look up, and I would like to use a manifestation to answer his prayer.
Fantastic. Number 1, spend a free time for taking care of this, and then let's roll your manifestation. How are you answering this prayer?
I'm now 4 out of my 5 free times done.
Okay.
He doesn't win, right? I'm not going to make him win a competition. That's not how this works. But what he wants is he wants a reward with no effort. And he can't get that. And that's what he needs to learn. That's what awards are about. They're about a recognition of effort in the playing field. So I'm not going to make him any better at science. I'm not going to make him win. I'm not going to take away from other people's achievements. But what I'm going to answer his prayers by cursing this child. I'm going to use my ruin manifestation with Gesh, or Geas, however you want to pronounce it, but I believe it should be Gesh.
Okay.
Which is to put a curse based on certain actions and effects, which is basically, I'm going to make it so that anytime this evening, because the science fair's tomorrow, guys, anytime this evening he is not working on his science project, he will have a crippling migraine, and the only cure is to focus on the project. He wants to be better at science. He wants to do well. He's not going to win. He could spend all night working on this thing. He's going to come at best like 3rd runner-up. But he's going to have put the effort in, and he's going to know that. Because I'm going to force that with a curse. So here we go. Let's curse a child.
I
This is
love
how you
that
answer a
so
prayer.
much.
So it's ruin plus knowledge. That
Uh-huh.
is it's only 4 because knowledge is not the best for me. But let's roll 4 dice. I might use a fragment as well. I can't remember. Can't remember if I used one earlier. I think I did.
You've used 1, and you restored to your full 3 because you were down to 1 and you regained 2. So
here we go. I'm going to restore this anyway because it's only 2. So I'll use 1, but I'll roll. I'm rolling 5. Boop. Oh, never mind.
Whoa!
I got 1, 2, 3, 4,
you guys
5,
are
6.
crushing these rolls.
I got 6 successes. So, and you know what? Because I can, I'm gonna make 8 successes because literally I'm gonna get my fragment back at the start of next session. So I have 8 successes to use, which is gonna be the range. I'll put 1 on. I don't know. He's a couple floors up.
Yeah.
I think that's near, but it could be far if you'd like. Let's put 1 there.
Okay.
The trigger is going to be very specific.
Uh-huh.
So we'll put 3 there. So I've used 4.
Okay.
Because it's explicitly about this thing, and when he's thinking about it, he won't have a migraine. When he's not thinking about it, he will. So it's an incredibly specific trigger for a curse.
Love it.
So that's 4 of my points, and the last 4 will be in the damage. No, never mind. The duration's easy. 2, it's 1 day, and 2, it is like 2 damage. So it's just a real bad headache for an entire day if he is not thinking about and doing his science project. And then he can go and he can
Fantastic.
succeed on his own terms. Maybe he will do okay. Maybe he'll even come second. Who knows? But he's not, because I know who's coming first and second. And it's 2 kids who are in high school, but they're also doing engineering at, what's a big at Berkeley. They're also at Berkeley part-time while they're at in high school. So those two
That's
kids.
no joke.
They're gonna win. They're Berkeley kids. It's crazy. So how do they even get there? Like they should still be doing their high school, but they're just that advanced.
Fantastic. And with that, that is a prayer answered, a lesson learned. The kid is angry for a while, but he's grateful later down the line, and that will be no strain on your entitlement of your faithful worshipers. Love it. All right. Fantastic. So we'll call that a session for tonight, and we'll jump back in next week to see where Crystal has dropped these two off. They're both running low on free time. We're going to see how they start juggling with their bonds next week. And we're also going to have another special guest next week. So make sure you tune in for that. But before we call it a night, let's go ahead and talk about the awesome players we had with us tonight. Tell us about where you can be found on the internet. Bill is our wonderful guest. Why don't you tell us about yourself and where you can be found one more time?
Hello, I'm Bill. Go and check out Escape This Podcast for escape rooms. Go and check out Solve This Murder for murder mysteries. That's what I do. Bye.
It's good content. Check out Bill for sure. Tori, M, myself, and Katie behind the scenes are the Level 1 Geek team. So thank you very much for tuning in to our show tonight. M and Tori, any announcements or anything we want to discuss?
Not for me.
Nope. All good here. Thanks for tuning in.
I do. One more thing.
What a liar. Just baited us all.
We're trying to kickstart our TikTok, actually. So if you want to see fun clips from our actual plays and maybe some TTRPG advice, go follow Level 1 Geek on TikTok.
Yes, indeed. Go help feed the algorithm and enjoy the funny little shorts we've been snipping. And thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate you filling in. Crystal was a blast. Loved it.
It was something, all right.
Oh, yeah. It's a good time. All right, everybody. That's going to be it for us tonight. So thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week with Part-Time Gods, Episode 3. Until then, go take a long rest. Go deal with the sheriffs in your neighborhood destroying cars. And we will catch you guys next week.